Magic out of the back court. Magic left side to Kareem. Slam dunk. Look at that.
You got 19 or 20 years playing with the Lakers.
Yeah, 19 or 20 at least.
And it won't be long till you fly away. Till you fly away. Till you fly. I'll take you out of hell.
What's good, Dirty?
In transition, Wade finds James! Grab that, put it under your Chris Brown. James, hits, fire, what a block from James!
3 seconds to go. Throws up the floater. Oh, my!
Good night! Brown, he turns the corner and just bullets in a powerful tomahawk slam dunk.
That's a three. Make somebody else beat you. Three on the way. You got it!
And it won't be long till you fly away. Till you fly away. Till you fly
What's good? What's good? What's good, everybody? It's your boy Big R. Welcome back to Big R Sports. What's the deal? What's good, everybody? Good afternoon, good morning, depending on where you at in the country. You know what I'm saying? What's good, everybody? It's your boy. We got another live stream for y'all again. So welcome to Big R Sports. Make sure y'all hit that like button on y'all way in. The topic of the day, first topic of the day, I should say. It's gonna be an update on Christian Wood coming to the Lakers. The Lakers rumors is Christian Wood is their top priority going into training camp. We're gonna talk about the fit. We're gonna talk about whether or not it's worth waiting for, and do we actually deserve to be a Laker, right? You know. And what I was doing my research this morning, man, I was just taking a look at our roster, and our team looked absolutely scary. Um, Austin Reeves played with Team USA for the first time tonight at 9 o'clock Central for Team USA versus Puerto Rico in the first exhibition game against somebody else besides the select U.S. select team, and that's gonna be interesting. So we get some kind of basketball today. I know I can't wait for that. I'm definitely gonna watch that. It's gonna be a nightcap. I might even stream it. I'm gonna see what's popping later on this evening though. If ain't nothing popping, I might stream it. And I know it's only a scrimmage, but hey, it's basketball. And Austin Reeves on the squad, so I definitely want to see some basketball. But Christian Wood, y'all, man, the Lakers may have had a better offseason than anyone else in the league. You hear me? But it still feels like there's more work to be done, right? That's why you will see a lot of off-season dog days, August topics about Christian Wood because he got the talent. He is the best free agent available. He could fit a few needs for us, not others though. But you know what I'm saying. He could do a lot of things for this team. I ain't stupid, right? Per se. So to that end, there are rumored interest in or even pursuit, right, of the veteran big man Christian Wood is of particular interest. So yeah, maybe the most talented free agent remaining on the market. You know what I'm saying? Probably besides maybe Kelly Oubre. Ain't nobody to be worried about. You know what I'm saying? Wood has averaged 18 points, 9 boards, and 2 assists, and a little bit over a block per game over the last 3 seasons, while knocking down 38% of his three-point shots. Mm. Now, in the Lakers' pursuit of a championship, there are a few players who move the needle more than he does, and that's true. I definitely agree with that. Not that many players out there to begin with, but most of them don't even move the needle at all. They can come in and play a role, a small role, say like it's a Bismack Biyombo or JaVale McGee. That was a minimal player, so they're gonna play minimal roles. You know, so yeah, he's definitely the best one out there who can move the needle. Because I don't think the Lakers know whether or not he'll start next to Anthony Davis. Because I think anything we heard was about Jackson Hayes. Maybe that's because we haven't signed dudes yet, so that might change, right? Because like I said, the only three starting jobs up that's solidified is LeBron, AD, and Austin Reeves. I think everybody else's job can be taken either throughout the season or maybe even in training camp and preseason. You know what I'm saying? But I read reports this morning as well that they was looking to start Rui. It's rumors that they looking to start Rui now. So that's crazy. Now with the Lakers general manager Rob Pelinka looking to fill the 14th roster spot prior to training camp, Christian Wood has emerged as the top priority, the top choice, despite his defensive shortcomings and personality issues. This is per Dan Walker, the Los Angeles Times. Y'all, I'm quoting this dude. As Walker alluded to, character concerns are among the main reason that Wood remains unavailable. Despite his talent level, a player with his scoring talents would have generated plenty of interest otherwise, perhaps even with defensive concerns. I agree with that too. If he didn't have this negative perception out there, he definitely would have been signed with the team already. That's facts. However, Wood, as well as a player like Oubre, could be waiting out the market to see if he can land a contract larger than the modest veteran's minimum. He definitely is worth more than the minimum. The Lakers get him on the minimum, man. That's a steal. That's a steal. That's a big steal. But yeah, man, we got to. But there was optimism inside the Lakers organization this week that dude is on the way. Well, I'm excited about that, man. We keeping our name out there relevant in these dog days of the off season. Man, I got 40 people here, man. I need 40 likes. Make sure y'all hit that like button for your boy on your way in. Welcome to Big R Sports, everybody. If you're not a subscriber to Big R Sports, make sure you hit the sub button. Become a subscriber of Big R Sports. We do Laker content, Brian content, NBA content. It's your go-to source for Lakers, all things Lakers. You hear me? If you're not a member of our Artillery Gang, hit the join button next to the subscribe button that I was previously mentioned and become a member of our Artillery Gang, man. We got members only. We got perks that come with that, of course. We got the contest currently still going on. If you're my 50th member, you get $100. If you're my 100th member, you get $200. So, you know what I'm saying? Go ahead and spend that little $4.99 for light artillery, $8.99 for medium artillery, $19.99 for heavy artillery. That investment can double your money, can quadruple your money, you know? So, yeah, hit that link I put in the chat. Become a member of Artillery Sports. We do members only. We do music. We do television shows. We do other things besides sports topics, members topics as well. Members get to pick a topic so we can go with. We can do a lot of different things in members only. And it's just for y'all. So become a member of Artillery Gang. Let me say what's up to everybody, man. Go back to the top. Todd Packer in the building, man. What's good with it, man? He said Paul George podcast gonna be coming on soon. Clay interview. I might watch that later. Just especially if Klay Thompson said anything. Because you know they might ask him about 2016. So I might check that out. Nicholas Brown in the building. What's up, Nick? What's good with it, bro? The hardest working moderator on YouTube, man. What's the business, man? Marcus Jones in the building, man. Salute, brother. What's cracking, man? Big Baby Sports. What's good with it, man? I wonder if that's the Big Baby Sports that I watch. What's his name? Big dude, big white dude with a bird. What's his name? Jonathan? I think his name is Jonathan. If that's you, man, shout out to you, man. What's good with it, man? Been watching that show for a minute, yo. Plastic Soul Collector. What's good with it, man? What's good with it, man? Chris Sims in the building, man. What's good with it? Go James in the building. You hear me? Yes, sir. Keep it 100 in the building. What up, Keep it 100, man? What's good with it, man? Peace and blessings, my bros and sisters, my brothers and sisters. Big facts. Andrew Gutierrez. What's good with it, brother? How you doing today? Oh, that late, senor. Zero in the building, man. What up, Zero? What's cracking, my nigga? What's good with it? Let me see. Will in the building. What's good, fam? What's up, man? Black Mamba in the building, man. What's good with it, bro? Kentrell in the building, man. What's good with it, man? My nigga Dolph in the building. What's good with it, man? My nigga Dolph. My nigga tapping in from work on the road. You know what I'm saying? Back on the road. My nigga be safe out there on these streets, on these American streets. I hope your trip is short and prosperous. You be back at the crib in no time. You hear me? Big facts. What's good, my nigga? Grand Swing the Third. What's good with it, man? Peace to the platform. King, real big facts. Zero said, man, I'm really tired of the Christian Wood talks, but I know you got to report the news. Yeah, the news, the little news that leak out, Zero, man, I got to report because it's the dog days of the off season. We said yesterday, August is the worst. It's going to be dead until training camp. And that's why it's good to have a player like on your team, like Austin Reeves, who at least playing with Team USA over at FIBA Basketball World Cup, so we could watch our players at least. You know what I'm saying? Because this thing, if Austin wasn't over there, we wouldn't have no reports, because that was the other half of the news since what? The end of July. Austin Reeves playing for Team USA. Anthony Davis getting his contract extension. Christian Wood still being a free agent and likely to come to the Lakers. And other NBA topics like Dame and James Harden, where the hell they going, if they going anywhere at all. So yeah, it ain't been that many topics, man. Because I know I could report on players being injured, you know what I'm saying? Like when Montrezl Harrell to his ACL working out. It's another player like day before yesterday that to his ACL as well. You know, it's been injury news. Shoot, man, I ain't trying to bring nobody down in this dog days of the off season, man. May man, what's good with it, man? He said, "Wouldn't mind a full breakdown on the roster, top to bottom, see what we have." Hey, you ask for it, you shall get it. You know what I'm saying? You actually come up on the panel too or participate. You know what I'm saying? But I'll definitely do that. Chris Jones in the building, man. What's good with it? He said, "Why we talking about Wood again?" Hopefully, I just answered that question. If you was listening, Chris, because that's the little bit of news that came out. Right? It's the off season, so you know we got to take what we can get. Kadarius Reed in the building. What up, Kadarius? What's good with it, man? Big Tone, One Sports Talk. What's good with it, man? He said, "Man, Wood don't want no damn fakers, man." Hey, now when he signed with the Lakers, bro, don't be mad, right? And vice versa. You know what I'm saying? If he does end up getting his bag somewhere else, we ain't gonna be mad neither. Because you know we're not unrealistic Laker fans. We realistic Laker fans, right? So we talking about the opportunity and the speculation that Christian Wood could come to the Lakers. Because whoever you're a team of, I don't see your team name in the news. The only team I seen that was even linked to Christian Wood was the Bulls earlier, but that died down and went away. And today I think I seen the Celtics. But yeah, that's about it. Yes, sir. But what's good, Big Tom, man? One Cool P in the building. What's good, One Cool P? I thank you kindly again. Thank you kindly again. Yes, sir. He said, "I'm about to snap on that boy." I'm just big facts, niggas, bro. Man, get those likes up throughout the stream. I got 60 people around these 60 likes. Make sure you hit that like button on your way in. Yes, sir. C. Madison in the building. What's good with it? DJ Killer in the building. What up, DJ? Yeah, said shout out to the fam in Alabama. I heard that. Kay Lofton in the building. What up, Kay? What's good with it, man? He said just hope Reeves don't get injured. That's what you keep your fingers crossed for, especially when they playing in the off season and it's gonna be competitive. He's playing competitive basketball throughout the off season. You know what I'm saying? Or not throughout the off season, but it started August 3rd with just, you know what I'm saying, training camps. First scrimmage is tonight. I think their next game is day after tomorrow, if I'm not mistaken. But I'll look into when their first official game when the FIBA World Cup officially starts. Yeah, big facts. I hope he don't get injured, man. John Wick in the building, man. What up, John Wick? What's good with it, man? He said Woods ain't signing with the Lakers. Art, hey, he might not. You never know. He might not, but he might though. Because if the Lakers are interested, right? Christian Wood definitely said he was interested. I do remember. I know y'all remember me reading through them reports. That's all we've been talking about lately. Yes, sir. He said, "I'm Miami Heat nephew all day." I heard that Miami Heat. Well, he ain't going to the Heat then. So I don't know why you even concerned about dude. Nairobi in the building. What up, Nairobi? What's good with it, man? He's Chris Sims say, "Tom, chill, bro." K-Town in the building, man. What up, K-Town, man? What's good with it, bro? John Williams in the building. What up, John? What's cracking, man? Kai Raspberry in the building, man. Y'all go shop over there at Kai, man. Y'all see the name right there, man. Look it up online, man. Google it. Tiffany Ned in the building. Salute to Arthur. What's good with it? He said, Art, I will be listening for any comments about certain topics. Yeah, I bet you would. Rob. What up, Rob? What's good with it, man? Kate Lofton in the building, man. What up, Kate, man? He said, I just hope the Lakers don't pick up any more guards. The less guards we have decreases the chances of him going small. That is 100% true. And that's why I got to give props to Rob Pelinka, man. Because I remember saying throughout the season when the trade deadline came, yeah, I think I even said it a little bit before the trade deadline too. I said one way to get him out of these 3-guard lineups, because we knew we had a bad lineup to start the year, right? We know we had a lot of little guards to start the lineup. To start at the beginning of the year. So throughout the beginning of the year, I'm like, man, only way that's gonna change is if the trades, if we trade for bigger players. We end up trading for bigger players, and we even did the same thing this offseason too, man. I think the two shortest people is Gabe Vincent and D'Lo, right? I think Gabe Vincent like 6'3". I think D'Lo like 6'4". Everybody else is 6'6" and up after that. So that's definitely what we need. He said Big R Cam is going to be a big game changer. If he gets the opportunity, see Madison, if he gets the opportunity to be a big time game changer, he definitely will be. But man, I think that how he can get playing time, I think how Cam Reddish can get playing time is if when they give the first opportunity to Max Christie, and Max Christie just looked like he's not ready. We were all fooled. He was just killing G League players, right? He come in, he can't handle the NBA yet. Then I would see Cam Reddish getting a shot. But if Max Christie comes in, balls, and holds down the minutes that he plays by making his shots, playing good defense, not getting abused, you know what I'm saying, taking advantage of his open shots that he gonna get. He really is a good 3-point shooter, right? So, and he has that up on Cam already. He has continuity with the team already, with the coach already. He has no one-ups on Cam already. So, like my nigga D. Bonner said, he going to have to scratch, fight, and claw for his minutes, for his playing time. Real talk. Kentrell said D-Lo 6'5", for real. So, yeah, man, we got a big lineup, man, with big facts. Yeah, Rob Reeves played today. They played Puerto Rico in a exhibition game. It's like they get like one warm-up game before the actual tournament start. We playing Puerto Rico at 9 o'clock Central. Let me see. He said, yeah, I still thinking Christie going to get burned. Dude, it's not that good. Hey, me personally, John Wick, yes, I think Christie is going to get some burn. He's a really good player, bro. I looked at the dude during Summer League and just watching how he played and how smooth he was with his game shows that the fact that he learned in the offseason and tried to implement what he learned in actual game scenarios. I like them kind of players who shows improvement from one offseason to the next, one season to the next. And I think Max Christie is one of them players. Max Christie can shoot. He can handle the ball. He got handles. He can get to the rack. He could play defense. Now, I don't know if he's a 3-level scorer, but he could definitely shoot threes and he could definitely get to the rack. That ain't no cap. David C in the building, man. What's good, David C? What's cracking, pimping? Green gang. Gang stay green. Know what I mean? He said Cam got experience, playoff experience, and better defender and offensive player. He is not a better offensive player than Max Christie, bro. Get out of here, man. I think Cam Reddish already has a higher upside than Cam Reddish, if you get what I'm saying, because Cam Reddish is not that old. Cam Reddish is still young, and he's a project player that we took a chance on, a high risk, high reward kind of player, or should I say low risk, high reward? I mean, because if he don't play good, he can play. Not play, it won't even matter. And the organization already came out and said that they were trying to make Max Christie the 8th or 9th roster spot, which means that he's slotted in to be in a backup 2-guard behind Austin Reeves. You're going to get him a few minutes just to see what it look like. Promise you that. Cape Town. He said, we may just end up signing Castleton and Hodge to the 14th and 15th spot, which I wouldn't be mad at. I'm tired of being held hostage by Woods. I agree with that 112%, K-Town, man, because when you have it where Castleton is going to turn out decent already, why not? Why not give him a chance? You know what I'm saying? It might work out again. He got that mindset that Austin Reeves had. He's making it clear that he did. Hodge plays like KCP, and he made it blatantly obvious that's who he's trying to play like. And dude can shoot. He wasn't as good as Cole Swider, but I think DeMond Hodge was the reason that they let Cole Swider go. Because they was like, you know what? And shout out to Cole Swider. I think he signed with the Heat, if I'm not mistaken. If I'm wrong, somebody correct me in the chat. But shout out to him for getting the job. You know what I'm saying? I don't know the deal. It could be a training camp deal. It could be a G League deal, or it could be a roster spot. I don't think the deal has fully came out yet. But shout out to Cole Swider for getting the deal. But man, I would, and that's the thing, K-Time. I'm gonna speak on that one more time before I keep going down. The Castleton and Hodge is the 14th and 15th spot. I think you're in a better position as the Lakers organization to leave them as the two-way players, sign a 14th spot, and if one of them is just working out so good in the 50 games that they do get to play, give them that 15th spot. If the person that we sign to the 14th spot don't work out, give them the 14th spot and keep your 15th spot open for the buyout market, right? Because that's their plan. Their plan is they're going to want to keep one open for the buyout market, and they have to go into training camp with 14 guys on the roster. So they definitely got to sign a player here in the next few weeks. As much as we've been talking about it, it's finna come to a head here in a couple weeks. You know, Rob say Max reminds me of a Drew Holiday. A little bit, yeah, Drew Holiday, but I think he's a better shooter than Drew Holiday. He got that dribble step back game too. And I don't think he can get to the. I don't think Drew Holiday can get to the basket like Max can, because he's a little bigger than him. I think his wingspan a little longer. He be finishing. John Wick said another thing, or Lakers may F around and sign Myles Leonard a stretch. I have another option at stretch too. Okay. Here in a minute, like remember I said about teams have to have 14 players on the roster. So it's teams around the league who have too many players on the roster, right? That's going to be cutting players here just so they can meet that 14 player on the roster mark. 17 total, 18 total, I forgot which one it was. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'll give you an example. The Wizards have 20 players, right? So they're going to have to cut somebody. And what if they cut David Bertans? Probably one of the best stretch shooting bigs in the league. You ain't got to worry about him being too short. You ain't got to worry about him, you know what I'm saying, not playing in the last few years. He's probably, if he becomes available, he automatically is the best shooting big available, even better than Christian Wood. You know what I'm saying? And you can sign him, because I remember he got a huge contract in Washington. So you can sign dude for the vet minimum after he gets waived. Hey, so yeah, John Wick, man, that remind me of David Bertans, bro. We might be able to get him too. So, like I said, a lot of things is going to happen with the rosters here in the next few weeks, because teams going to have to start shaping up their rosters going into training camp. Yes, sir. Big facts, David C. Green Gang. Don't forget to smash the like button and subscribe. If you're not a member, what you waiting for? Big facts, man. Hey, Lofton, man, Christy, you said Christy won't get any time? For real, bro? You don't think he gonna get no time, bro? For real? I don't know, man. He deserved. Hey, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and say it. He deserved it. I think that Cam Reddish is a better player, but you know what I'm saying. But Cam, nigga, he just got here. Max Christie has progressed through the organization enough to where he needs to get a few more minutes than what he got last year. He's already got a roster spot. And he could be a really good backup guard, come in, work in your game, play 15, 16 minutes a game behind Austin Reeves. We're gonna see what's cracking. Steve's in the building. What up, Steve's, man? He said, "Are y'all saying if someone we do get Woods, he gonna have to fight for him for minutes?" I don't think so. His talent will beat out some of them, bro. Yeah, some of them and the fit. I think so too. Like other players, it's gonna be like that. If it is somebody like a Christian Wood, because remember I said that's gonna give Darvin Ham more decisions, which I don't like. But hopefully he makes it simple and just starts them because that is the logical thing to do. But their interest in starting Jackson Hayes because they do two different things, it would make sense for them to bring him off the bench, right? When AD come off the court, you can come in and supplement his game. But therein lies the problem with his character. Somebody who is not going to want to accept that. If he's going to have to come somewhere on a prove deal to show that he could be a team player, don't have character issues, the first thing you need to do is give him enough time to do that. If the Lakers get this nigga 12, 15 minutes a game as a backup big, that ain't going to work. He's going to be pissed. He's going to self-destruct the team. So, Steve, man, hey, his talent is worth starting because you're going to want to keep him happy. And that's just what it is. And I wouldn't mind seeing him and Anthony Davis play next to each other. That could be dynamic. If dude play better defense than what he did and be more motivated just by being on the Lakers, playing in a sound system, a sound organization around LeBron and AD, with the thought of winning a championship, hey, we might see the best Christian Wood. And that gets to my other point because the Lakers, that's what the Lakers think. You know what I'm saying? Reported by Lakers Nation. It's reports that the Lakers feel like if he do come to the Lakers, that they could make it work on this 8th team. You hear me? They think team number 8 is gonna be the one. Jared Thomas in the building, man. What up, Jared? What's cracking, man? Let me see. Hi, everybody, hi. Everybody saying hi. What's good with it? John Williams in the building. He said, who is better, Connor Castleton or Jay Huff? Let me remember what I seen of Jay Huff. Jay Huff could shoot threes. I remember that. And he was a good interior player. He wasn't scared to block shots. He was a real hustle kind of big, you know what I'm saying? Connor Castleton, I think, gets up and down the court better. I think he has about the same kind of interior presence. He has a better post game than Huff. He may even have a little better jump shot, you know what I'm saying, a little 15 mid-range jump shot than Huff. I would say with his passing ability, which is I think is special, John, I think I would have to go with Colin Castleton because I think Colin Castleton passing ability, along with his hustle play, how he gets up and down the court, his defensive activity, and his passing ability, I think dude it might be a player in the league, like a consistent player in the league one day. Maybe not for the Lakers, maybe for the Lakers. I don't know. But I think just his abilities, you know what I'm saying, to operate throughout the offense, definitely he might find a spot somewhere. K-Town said exactly. We are diamonds in the rough. Big facts calls white trash. Yeah, big facts, K-Town. Castle is better than Huff. Yep. Let me see. Yeah, big facts, nigga. Get them lights up, y'all. Steve said playing AD and Hayes at the same time. That's a horrible space and stagger them. Hey, I wouldn't stagger them, bro, because I feel like that'll change the dynamic of our offense, Steve, to the point where we don't shoot so many threes in the game. I'm tired of hearing the argument of spacing when it comes to what we should do. Because if I have to remind you of what we went through after 2020, every excuse was that what it will work was that, oh, we need spacing. So we got Russell Westbrook now. So we need spacing. So AD got to play the 5. You know what I'm saying? Dennis Schroeder is the point guard now because he wouldn't come to the Lakers without being a starting point guard. AD has to play the 5 now. You know what I'm saying? So man, I want to play another big, bro. I think the positives outweigh the negatives, man. Because niggas gonna shoot better when they shot so horribly last year, and I'll leave it at that. Marcus Jones was good with it, man. He said Max definitely getting burned this year. Him and Cam would split those minutes. Yeah, they might split them, but I think they're gonna see what Max got more so, definitely more so. And Cam, like I said, Cam is gonna be one of the guys on the outside looking in for a little while. Jared Thomas said LeBron can serve as a bit of a mentor to Cam. Cam is very talented. He is, but you know what I'm saying? Well, he's going to have to get his mentorship on the bench and learn how to be a professional. And the opportunities, I think they call it the get ready game. You know what I'm saying? The opportunities presented to him, he got to take advantage of. Hopefully that's what Brian teaches this nigga. You know what I'm saying? Don't be pouting. Same shit that we're going to have to teach. Same stuff we're going to have to teach Christian Wood. And I ain't trying to be you know what I'm saying, babying dudes neither, man. Real talk, man. You should come in and know what this deal is and stop playing with us. If we gotta mentor people, then them people might have to be, you know what I'm saying, bench players. Lakers fan for life. What's good with it, man? He said maybe you should start Wood 80 and his son Wood. He's stupid, Lakers fan for life, bro. Jared Thomas said Cam is a good defender too, or he has potential. I'm not saying nothing about his potential, y'all. How can I put it, man? Like, how many years can you have potential? Like Austin Reeves has potential, right? And we see his evolution. People say Cam Reddish has potential. Have we seen a kind of evolution? Have we seen that kind of growth that showed that his potential is coming to fruition, nigga? I don't really think so. You know what I'm saying? Like, you could see Max Christie's talent evolving and coming to fruition. And that's why he's going to get the shot over Cam. Yeah, and like I said, man, Cam ass wasn't here last year, man. He got to earn his spot. Stop giving niggas spots who just got hurt. And that nigga can't shoot threes at all. Darius say would be nice. I just want to get this off season over. Yep, man. It's August 7th. So we got about 23 more days, about 25 more days, man. It's gonna be a long month. Quarter of the way through. So plus Woods play a lot like 80, except for when he can shoot it better. He could have kind of fill in when 80's out. Yeah. When 80 goes to the bench, it's benefits to him starting and coming off the bench. But you know, coaches, one of the jobs that coaches have is to deal with people's egos. You know, that's why it was a whole big thing with Russell Westbrook when he went to the bench. I ain't saying it's the same kind of player, but I'm saying it's the same kind of thing. Cam the Hooper in the building, man. What's good with him, man? CL in the building. What up, CL? David C said they should sit D-Lo down and let a little crybaby. They should sit D-Lo down. He a little crybaby. I don't know, man. They gonna give him a chance to mess up first. I just hope they don't play good all year then jigging at the end, bro. That'd be crazy, man. That'd piss me off. Lakers fan for life said Cam can shoot mid-range. Man, you know what? I ain't going. I think people like the kind of player skills that Cam Reddish has, and not his actual production on the court. That's why we hear a lot like he can do this, but you won't hear what he actually has done. Or you'll hear his potential is this, but his potential is gonna have him on his fifth team in 5 years? 4 years? I think ain't been in the league that long. Jared Thomas, man, he said this is the perfect fit for Cam. Learn from the arguably the best to ever do it. It's not arguably, it is the best player to ever do it while he's still here. Yeah, man. So even if it comes into fruition next year, and he soak up all the knowledge this year, and then when he do take advantage of the opportunities he do get, That's to me, that's the perfect scenario. Not him getting minutes over Max Christie. Not at all. Lakers in 5 in the building. What's good, DJ, man? What it do? What it do, man? Y'all see my boy right there, man. Y'all go sub the Lakers in 5, man. Fire off-season content, man. We got 30 days left, DJ, man. 30 days. So, yeah, we got to keep cranking them out, cranking them out, cranking them out. You know what I'm saying? But shout out, man. Y'all go sub to my nigga DJ Lakers in 5, man. Y'all see it right there. What's good with it, pimping? I'm going to drop the link here in a minute, man. I know I've been talking for a minute. I don't need no afternoon, morning streams, man. I just like to talk to y'all, man. Wake and bake, you know what I'm saying? And see where everybody head is at. And yeah, I don't know why y'all like Cam Reddish so damn much. Let me see. K-Time. He said, D-Lo on a crybaby tour right now. I don't like selfish players on the squad. Yeah, man. But he hella talented. He is, bro. D-Lo is hella talented, bro. He's a certified bucket getter. When he wants to pass, he can make some good passes. And that's the thing that pisses me off about dude, man. Dude is a talented passer who I think need to pass more. Preferably to Anthony Davis, you know what I'm saying, and LeBron James, the number one cutter in the league. I forgot to clip that stat too, man. I seen a stat today that said LeBron James this past season was the number one cutter. He had like the highest percentage of buckets scored on cuts, right? So I was like, man, I'm finna clip that. And I forgot to clip it. So yeah, LeBron, the number one cutter. So I want to see passes LeBron to in the cut. That's why I told y'all earlier, man. The point guards is gonna be important. D'Lo, Gabe Vincent, and Austin Reeves. Even though Austin Reeves starting at the 2, I think Darvin Ham is gonna make room in the game for Austin Reeves to have the ball in his hand, operating, facilitating, doing his thing. And Austin Reeves can just pass off of him creating anyway, whether he's playing the 2 or the 3, whether D'Lo out there or not. Austin Reeves can pass the ball. That's why I was like, I wouldn't be mad if Austin Reeves was our star point guard before all the off-season acquisitions, but you know what it is. Cordarius said, no R. When I said 80, I mean, I like sitting out. You can't swap him in the lineup. Yeah, that's what I mean, sitting on the bench. Yeah. I know, but hey, I don't know, man. Wouldn't do it. Adam Hurley in the building, man. He said, are the Lakers still trying to get Christian Wood? Yep. They leaking little news every now and again. I think these are subliminal shots being sent across the internet to them, saying that, you know what, we still interested, Pimpin'. Right? It's only one thing left to do. So the Lakers is making it known that Christian Wood is a priority, right? Top priority is what I think they said, you know? So yeah. See, Lakers and Pelinka are making Christian Wood their top priority. I ain't mad at it either. Steve said Cam is trash. I've been said I ain't saying he trash, but I'm saying he's not as good as everybody making him out to be. You hear me? That can happen. Laker fan for life said, if Vito don't like his deal, best play out your mind this year and opt out your player max next year and sign the max for another team. Yeah, that's the plan. But when okay, I know we didn't have a lot of experience with players who've been playing for deals. The Malik Monks of the world, the Lonnie Walkers of the world, the Thomas Bryants of the world, right? But dude coming here trying to just get his own and trying to get his own issue off, man, without being team oriented, bro. I say trade that nigga before the trade deadline. I ain't with it. I ain't going. Not going. Baller's Life in the building, man. What's good, Baller's Life? What's cracking, man? My need. I think Max Christie is better for us than Cam. I do too, man, because we're going to need somebody who can hit their shots, man. I don't trust Cam Reddish to hit no corner threes. If we're going to stash a young nigga in the corner, I would rather for that nigga to be Max Christie because he's a better three-point shooter. You know? Big facts, niggas. Brian said, get the mics up throughout the stream. I got 70 people around these 70 likes. Everybody hit that like button, please. Baller's Life said, wrap it up, B. I will if you come on the panel today. It's your absentee self. But nah, man, you back for you back from the motherland. You hear me? The motherland, Trinidad. They said Cam ain't played for no Knicks last year. He played with somebody last year, the Hawks or somebody. I forgot who it was. They said Cam can sometimes look really good and sometimes he look really terrible. Just how Russ was for us. Big fact, Zero. And that's why I ain't ready to put my faith into him yet, man. I'm not. That's why I'm like, man, he get 4 minutes a game. And he can come in and play when we blowing teams out. He can show what he can do then. He said, I trust 4 people on the Lakers: LeBron, Breeze, Rory, and AD. Oh, let me see. I trust Brian. I trust AD. I trust Austin. I'm not sold on Rory yet. So maybe, man, it's only one person, 3 people I trust on the Lakers right now: Brian, AD, and Reeves. Because Rui, man, you know what? I think it's almost like the Cam thing, but a little more because he's better, way better than Cam, right? But he's not that much better than Cam if you really, really, really look at it. People like Rory. They like the fact that he can do good things, great things for us. But his projected talent, and I don't know. Because he came out. Because remember last year he came off the bench. And that's what really got him going. When he first got here and he was starting, and when Brian got hurt, he was starting. He wasn't doing all that. But as soon as they took him out the starting lineup, made him our 6 man, put Austin Reeves in the starting lineup, they both took off. Austin took off and Rui took off. So his role this coming up year can be that, or we can see what he got in the starting lineup for somebody who needs a shot attempt, somebody who needs the ball in their hand, somebody who's not really a good 3-point shooter. Like I said, I would still rather have Max Christie in that corner rather than Rui. That's on everything. But I like Rui as a player, but I feel like what we need is different from him. I think people think because he got paid, all of a sudden he deserves to start, and they like him already, so they're like, yeah, just put him in the starting lineup. But I wouldn't substitute his defense for Rory defense. Hell no. It'll have to be some other dynamic. He said D'Lo needs to stop shooting threes to try to get out the shooting slumps. Yeah. That's what shooters do. Shooters are taught to shoot their way out of shooting slumps. That's why we seen Malik Beasley shoot so many threes, because he could never get out of his shooting slump. He said, I trust Breeze more than D'Lo. I do too, Lakers fan for life. C. Madison said, Big R, what's your starters up if D'Lo tripping? I would actually slide Austin Reeves to the point guard, right? Let me see. My 2 guard will probably be Torian Prince, LeBron James, Anthony Davis, and Jackson Hayes. If we get Christian Wood, it'll be Austin Reeves, Torian Prince, LeBron James, Christian Wood, and Anthony Davis. So yep, that'll be it. Let me see. He said Cam, but sometimes I read that one about the Russ one. Let's see who else we got. Yep, 3-star point guard ain't bad. He said I hate the way we did see Wood do this talented for real. I heard that Cam Hooper, man, but the Mavs is gonna have to. I don't know, man. They like Powell for some reason, man. I don't know if that's who they invested in, who y'all starting centers is, but I think Christian Wood, Kyrie Irving, and Luka all playing together would have been a nice start of something. And then you could have a defensive big like Powell. And then all you need is a good 3 guard who will play defense and shoot threes. You need a good shoot a small forward, and that'll be a nice lineup for y'all. But hey, I don't know, man. Ain't nobody worry about no Ravens, man. Y'all tweaking. He said, of course I'm late in the chat, bro. I'm reading everybody's comments, bro. That's what you know what hey, you know what ball is like, bro. I got you, man. Let me finish saying what's up to everybody. I'm almost to the bottom. I said if Lofton, K. Lofton said if Wings can hit shots, LeBron will average 12 assists per game. And that's facts, bro. Just think about it. Max Christie, Torrey Prince in the corner, all these niggas who will be available for Brian hitting shots is good 3-point shooters. What's good, Lux? What's good with it, man? He said, drop the link. Jared Thomas, that's false. Rory didn't do a good job on Joker. Nobody did a good job on Joker. By the numbers, Anthony Davis did the best job on Joker. And he played on Joker the most. Y'all won't get dual credit for that though. Y'all be capping. He said see Wood off the bench for y'all. That'd be tough though. It would be. It would be because we could do different things. It would open up a lot of different options for our team. Christian Wood coming off the bench can be the big on the court with Gabe Vincent, players like Torian Prince and Rui. Our backup fives will be our 5 and our 4 backups will be Christian Wood and Rui. You know what I'm saying? I do like that as a backup. What's good? Keep it pushing, man. What's the business, man? Ball is life in the building, man. What up, Ball? Hello? You on mute, nigga? This nigga Mike tweaking. This nigga hitting the buttons, the wrong button. CL in the building. What's good with it, Mike? Hey, is my side tweaking or y'all side tweaking? CL, can you hear me, bro? Because I can't hear you. Oh, what happened? Ball is life? Let me know if y'all can hear me in the chat. Ball is life, can you hear me? You on mute. He said I can't speak. Okay. Get out of here, man. CL, you can't speak neither. If you talking, I can't hear you neither, CL. And you ain't on mute. We might be having technical difficulties. They in the private chat. Hold on. He said I can't speak on the panel. I don't know why. You got to turn your mic on. Make sure your mic on.
My bad, Art.
Oh yeah, there go CL. CL ass was eating, looking.
No, I had a phone call.
My phone call. Heard.
What's going on, Art?
What up, Lux? What's good with it, man?
I'm good. Can't complain.
Another day, another stream, man. I just want to make sure people can hear me. Ball's life is somewhere where he can't talk, so you got to listen for a second. CL just got done taking his phone call. My nigga Lux on the panel, man. So I'm gonna start with you, CL, bro.
Yes, sir.
The reports today about Christian Wood, man, is the Lakers are still that's their top priority.
Well,
when you think it's gonna happen, man?
It looks like not only is that their top priority for the Lakers, Christian Wood running out of options.
Time. Yeah.
For a lot of reasons, that might be his best option. So, I at this point, I'm satisfied with the roster. But to add him, I don't have no issues with it, especially at that money. So, and we got players with situations where they got to ball out because they're under contract.
Yep, definitely do.
And that's it. So he got to play out, to keep his NBA career going, and he got to acquiesce to what the Lakers need and go from there. So I always, like we talk about all the time, Mark, anybody coming in as a free agent to the Lakers is benefiting the fact that they have LeBron and AD on the team already. So they don't have as many uh, I guess, jobs to do on the court as a lot of other players might. So they just do
Right.
whatever the coach asks them, and they should be fine. Don't come in trying to be no superstar. Hey man, keep them checks going, man, and do what your coach tell you to do.
It's like Christian Wood hasn't been able to make it work on any of his 7 NBA teams.
Right?
But there reportedly is optimism in the Lakers organization that it could work with them. Mm. That's crazy, bro. So yeah, they high on dude, man. I just think the Lakers is about acquiring talent, and
Yep.
they gonna try to get the best players they can. So I ain't mad at it. I ain't mad at it at all, bro. Hey, Baller's Life, man. Mic check, mic check. Unmute your mic. You can't unmute your mic? I can't unmute people mic for them. There it is.
Hey, Big Art,
Yes, sir.
how you feel about Torian Prince? I
I
haven't
think
really been seeing anything about him
um
on like shooting and shit.
no cursing.
Am I right?
Torian Prince is gonna work out wonderful for this team, bro. Because he's gonna be like our utility knife, our Swiss Army knife, to the point where he can come in and play with any lineup we put on the court. Because he can play defense, he can shoot threes, and he can spot up. He can get his own bucket sometimes. He can rebound sometimes. He can do a lot of different things, bro. So I think dude is gonna be our Swiss Army knife.
Okay.
It's gonna happen, bro. What you think? What you think they're gonna do with Christian Wood?
Uh, I think they should sign him because he help out with the bench.
So you'll have him
But
coming off the bench.
yeah, I feel like he'll help with Rory because Rory probably gonna be or Gabe. We don't got Gabriel no more, right?
Nope.
Yeah, I feel like, and at any time we can put him in for real. If you want to take Jackson Hayes, you can put Christian Woods out there, and with with Christian Woods, you guarantee to spread out the floor on on offense. That's how I feel
I
about it.
just I just hope if he does come here, it fits. I feel like we'd have made so many right moves. It's destined to be a wrong move somewhere in here,
Right.
and he could be it. Big facts, one of a kind, man. 9 p.m. Central. Team USA FIBA basketball against Puerto Rico. I might stream it, man. I don't know, man. Wills with Rich, man. What's good with it, my nigga? What's cracking, man? Say what's up, big order to the panel. What up, Whips?
So has anybody else got signed? Like to any other teams? Like any
I don't
players?
know. Ain't nobody out there for real, man. People, I think the next phase is people setting the rosters for training camp. So you're gonna see players like David Butons, like I said earlier, you know, people like that who might sign for veteran minimums. Then there'll be a lot more people on the market. You know what I'm saying? What you think about David Butons? You know who that is?
No. Who that? So I can do my
That's
research
that
real quick.
white dude in Washington, that big who can shoot.
Uh,
CL, you know who David Butons is?
Yeah, the white cat. He kind of shake funny.
Yeah,
Yeah, he can shoot real well from three.
yeah.
Damn, I'm surprised he's still available. He ain't bad. He
No,
ain't
he's
bad at
not
all.
available. He's not available, but he's one of the players I said that's on the team where they got like 20 players, and before
Uh huh.
training camp they got to get down to 14.
Oh, okay.
He might get bought out, and I think that's the next phase. That's where everything is on hold now. Christian
Okay.
Wood trying to see if he can get some money with teams. You know what I'm saying? Readjust their rosters. There's gonna be more players to pick from. Hopefully, more bigs that people could pick from. When people try to whittle down their roster to 14. So it's definitely on the way. We just gotta wait for it. You know what I'm saying? I think they might want a better fit, or it might be a better fit out there if they wait a few more weeks, probably about
Mm-hmm.
2 or 3 more weeks. The closer we get to next month, the better we'll be. Mm.
Yeah.
He said that if 3 of the 4 new guys work out, we win big. We definitely do because I mean the other people we ain't got a plan.
Hey, Art.
What up?
So if you can still sign players after what's the thing that's next month? Training camp? You can still sign people or not?
I couldn't hear you say it one more time.
I said, can you still sign people after training camp?
Oh yeah, you can sign people. Only restrictions is once the season start, the players who got signed in the off season can't be traded to like December. Some people December, some people January. But they just can't be. You know what I'm saying? If you still available, you can sign people whenever. Like Kelly Oubre Jr. is just sitting out there. Christian Wood is just sitting out there. Benjamin Biombo is just sitting out there. So some players you'll hear about, like the players that we ain't talking about, they gonna sit out there over to like somebody get hurt or somebody desperate or stuff
Kelly
like
Oubre
that.
haven't got picked up. That's surprising.
You know?
That's crazy.
Yeah, if I had that option, I'd take Kelly Oubre over
I'll take
Christian
Kelly
Wood.
Oubre.
Yeah, I didn't even know he was available. Wow, that is shocking, brother.
No, I'm cool on Kelly Oubre. Y'all tweak. No, EJ the build. What up, EJ? He said, why do you feel is the best two bigs available left? It's definitely Christian Wood and Biz McBiombo. Everything short of the buyout market, because it gives you two options to fit. You know what I'm saying? To work on your fit, right? If you want to go with Jackson Hayes as a starter, when you slide 80 to the 5, it's going to be a bad fit if you bring in Biz McBiombo, but you wouldn't because that'd be Rury. So you bring in Rury when 80 is at the 5. When 80 slides out at the 5, you either have Jackson Hayes or Biz McBiombo out there with Rury at the 4. Both can do the dirty work, and while Rury's doing the scoring and whatever's Rury doing, shooting his little meaties, right? So it's about fit now. So the best available is all about fit this late into the game. It's just Christian Wood talent is just stupid.
Oh no, I'm sorry, guys. I'm
He
playing back.
said he said about his life, so he can't hear now. So unmute your mic and let's see if we can hear you.
Yo, what's good, Art? What's good, bro?
Hey, there it is, man. Can you hear us, bro?
You said what?
Can you hear us?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Hey,
I had to get close. I had to get closer to the neighbor's Wi-Fi, so I'm all good now.
you had to walk across the street to get that.
Yeah, I had to walk across the street right outside the doorstep. But nah, how y'all doing though?
What's up, man? Welcome back to Big R Sports, stranger, man.
Hey, thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah, it's been a long time since I've been on the panel. So
And I'm gonna have to switch it up a little bit. Lux, DJ Killer, what up, DJ? I know you just got on the panel, but he technically got up earlier than you, but because he had mic difficulties. You know
That's
what I'm
all
saying?
good. It was good.
And I want to ask this nigga. I ain't talked to this nigga since Anthony Davis got his got his extension. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, bought his life, bro. 103 years, $186 million, nigga. Niggas is mad, right?
yeah, hey, they mad. Hey, you heard them? They were like, he's not even getting 50 million. They might not even give him 40 million. I heard Bees and the others sit up there and say the Lakers won't give him a contract extension at all.
Facts.
So it's just like, I know they're mad right now. I know they're crying in the room somewhere saying this man's really getting $62 million a year. The highest play player in the NBA. That is crazy.
That is
That is
unbelievable,
ridiculous.
bro. What up, Slick 340, man? What up, Arthur, man? What's good with it, man? Hey, man. So that's that, right? Niggas was mad, right?
Yep.
But I was killing them, man, because I'm gonna start at the beginning, right? I got a thing about his life, so give me a second and let me explain it, bro.
No problem.
The first thing that happened was Anthony Davis going to the front office, him, Rob Pelinka, and Darvin Ham having their meeting, right?
Yep.
Said that they was gonna play bigger, you know what I'm saying, play with more bigs. that was big. That was huge because everybody was saying AD don't ever go and demand anything and nothing like that. So when Darvin Ham was pumping up Austin Reeves, I was like, man, how come the Lakers can't have no kind of push for Anthony Davis like that, right? So if you look at the whole passing the keys argument, you remember that BS2 bottles like passing the keys and
Yep.
all this other stuff,
Yep.
right? So to me, this is the Lakers organization. This is the first time that they like, you know what I'm saying, making an effort to quote unquote pass the keys, right? And just so niggas don't think we stupid, I made it a three-part thing, right? The front office did it with the contract showing the confidence and actually coming out recently saying that AD understands that his commitment to being the hardest worker combined with the highest character is what will help define our culture for many seasons to come. They made an effort on Anthony Davis to be the guy. That's step one. Step two is for Darvin Ham to implement Anthony Davis as our number one option. We know how Darvin Ham plays Anthony Davis as a center with center responsibilities, right?
Facts.
So we need that to switch. And hey, from everything we've seen, it's going to make a switch. So Darvin Ham has to do his thing. Now, the third thing that has to happen is the players. The players have to support that decision on the court. I'm talking to the D-Los of the world. I'm talking to the LeBrons of the world. I'm talking to the Rurys of the world. I'm talking to the Austins of the world. I'm talking about all these niggas who like to shoot. You know what I'm saying? They got to support that Anthony Davis should be our number one option and act accordingly this upcoming season. Stop expecting Anthony Davis to clean up y'all misses all the time. And I know y'all know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? So that's the three steps I want to see taken to fully give Anthony Davis the keys. So what do you think about the first step that the Lakers are just, you know what I'm saying, showing AD support now?
Yeah, I think the first step I think was actually the most important step. If Anthony Davis never got a contract extension, you could argue he would have been less motivated, or this upcoming season, regardless, he would have signed with a different team in the offseason because he would have felt disrespected. By the Lakers giving him $62 million, and he's one of the top three highest paid players in the NBA, he's going to say, like you said, think that Lakers value him, they respect him, and he's gonna want to go out there and prove them right. So this is the biggest step for the Lakers to extend Anthony Davis. That means there's all in for him. And it's his job to then show why he is worth the $62 million they're paying him.
That's big facts, bro. Like,
But I like those steps that you laid out, actually, because
yeah,
all three of those steps are key and important for the Lakers' success.
because we had a conversation the other day about like what it means, like when it really passing the keys. Because you know, my argument this whole time is that if Brown is the best player on your team, there is no passing the keys. Nigga, y'all niggas sound stupid for even saying that. That was my stance, right? So what actually would have to happen was actually the first step. You know what I'm saying? This contract, if they would have made him wait on a prove it healthy next year and see if he could do it again next year, then no, there is no passing the keys and there's no confidence in that AD is y'all guy.
Yep.
And when I make my MVP push, people was like, AD's supposed to do it himself. People act like they didn't know what I was talking about when the organization makes like a MVP push or the best player on your team kind of push, support your best player kind of push. You know what I'm saying? That's what I was talking about. That's what I was telling these niggas about. That's what an organization does. When you have your best player, you set them up for success. You don't set them up for failure.
Facts.
What you think? What you think about the second part, Darvin Ham's part, in implementing Anthony Davis as our number one option? How can that go right and how can that go wrong?
So you know how like for the no, let me not say it like that. Okay, so Darvin Ham's part is equally as key, right? But I do think the first step was needed before any step has to be made. But Darvin Ham has to realize that if you look at Anthony Davis' 3 or 4 best seasons, you see that he was playing with a center next to him, and he had a point guard that force fed him the ball, or at least made sure AD got a touch every play down the court. You Oh, sorry, I read something in the chat.
What's up, man?
Um,
What up,
you
man?
got you got to make the adjustments and play Anthony Davis at the four. Let him be where he's more comfortable at, and then your team will succeed. The only thing I don't understand with Darvin Ham is he was the Milwaukee's Bucks assistant coach, and he saw how Giannis played the four almost for the whole entire game, basically. Brooke Lopez would start at the five. Bobby Portis would come off the bench and be the center and play with Giannis. So I don't understand why he's anti this two big lineup when he was doing it in Milwaukee under Mike Budenholzer. But
I think it
if
was
Don,
Russell Westbrook.
you said what?
I think it was Russell Westbrook. Like his
That
love for
yeah.
his players, he has to show the love for his players. And when you do have somebody of a Russell Westbrook stature, because he's a top 75 player, former MVP, all of this stuff, guaranteed starter back then when he first got here. He had to implement him somehow, some way. And so that means he had to cater to dude. And it changes the responsibilities for all the other players. Because my other 3 points going into the season, Baller's life, is responsibility, opportunity, and shot attempts. And what I mean by responsibility is that when Anthony Davis had to move from the four to the five, his responsibilities changed, and we all know why. You know what I'm saying, and what that entails. Opportunity needs to be different this upcoming season because he will be playing more of the four with another big. So his opportunities need to be up at least 10% more. I'm talking about he need to take about 2, 3, 4 more shot attempts a game. He needs to average 18 to 22 shot attempts per game. It needs to be more action for him in the offense. All of those kind of opportunities, right? And that leads me to my last point: his shot attempts. His shot attempts has to be the most on the team this year. It can't be 3, 4 niggas all averaging over 15 shot attempts a game. That's not gonna happen. And shout out to my nigga Bang, man. Bang Sports and Entertainment, man. Y'all see what it is. Y'all see what it do. If you're not subbed already to Bang Sports and Entertainment, you probably a hater. But if you're not, man, go over there and sub to my nigga, man. Bang Sports and Entertainment, man. Fire like a content, fire Brian content, man. Y'all know how we get down around here. We kill haters. Big face. Get them likes up. Man, so Baller's life, talk to me about, before I go to DJ, talk to me about his opportunity. Talk to me about the opportunity portion of that 3-part. Talk.
Yeah, so I think the biggest thing is actually this factors in on LeBron, right? I think LeBron is the only player who has the green light to just come down the court and just take a million shots if he wanted to. I don't think anybody else has the flexibility where they could just keep gunning and stay in the game. So if LeBron takes a back seat and he's like, okay, AD, you get 20, 25 shots a game, I'll take my 15 to 17, and then it's dispersed throughout the rest of the team. I think that could be a recipe for success. But if LeBron is looking at people like, okay, y'all not making shots, so I'm gonna start shot jacking, and then I'm gonna forget to get AD involved. That's a recipe for disaster. So I think it all starts with LeBron James, how he approaches the game. But I do see LeBron taking the backseat to AD because he is going into year 21. He's 39 years old, right? 38,
Well, he's
39.
38, but he'll be
38.
39 in December.
He's
Yeah.
turning 39 in December. Yeah, so I mean, I don't think LeBron's going to want to do too much in the regular season because he knows he's going to have to show up in the playoffs. That's where he'll have most of his energy. So I do think AD's going to get the opportunity where he at least gets 20 shot attempts a game. But the biggest factor is I want to see how D'Lo plays this season because if D'Lo thinks the Lakers fans are underestimating his game from last season, I could see him just coming in here. All right, let me show y'all, and then start just taking a million shots. But Sean said
D'Lo,
LeBron.
that's my biggest factor, ball is like, bro,
Yeah,
is D'Lo, because he's gonna be our star point guard going into the season. If I was him and I wanted to solidify my stance in Lakers, or even solidify my stance around the league, I would use Anthony Davis and LeBron James to do that, right? Because I read a stat this morning, bro, that said LeBron was the number 1 cutter in the league. They said he made the most baskets off all his cuts of anybody in the whole league. I forgot to clip the stat, but I read it. I do remember reading. So just his ability as a facilitator needs to be on display early
Fact.
and often all year because he has two players who can really elevate his play. His game is his game, right? We all know how D'Lo is talented, but he can elevate his stature. You know what I'm saying, by using the P players on his team, man. Just don't be so selfish in your game.
Yep.
Yeah,
And
D'Lo
and real
is
quick before you go to the next person, right? I
Well,
just want to
Sean,
say one thing I will say is D'Lo. He he is underrated for his passing abilities though. There was some passes he was doing at AD and LeBron where you were just like, wow. I think the thing with D'Lo is he sometimes gets too excited or something where he wants to do too much on the court and he'll get a turnover or take a bad shot. But if D'Lo played a point guard game, he's an underrated passer in my opinion, based on his based on what I saw last year.
because he has this aura about him now, and he still average what six some percent. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy, bro. Because everybody might talk trash about dude, but I promise you, they say he talented in the same sense.
Facts.
So the dude there's something need to click in his head. That interview pissed me off, but I was like, man, you know what? It's the off season, man. Nigga seemed like he was chilling at the crib. You know, I was like, hey, talk your shit, bro. Talk your stuff, bro.
Facts.
DJ, man, what up, DJ, man?
What's good, Art? What's good, Joe?
First off, apologies for the wait. You know what I'm saying? I had to catch
Are
up
you
with
good, bro? Yeah, good.
man, what you want to cook on, man? You want to cook on Christian Wood, the Lakers saying that he's their top priority, or you want to cook on Rob Pelinka releasing a statement saying that they fully support AD for the future. AD came to them and said he wanted to be the player of the future for the Lakers, and they agreed. So they came to a contract extension.
Uh,
You know what I'm saying? So I can read the whole statement, but it's long.
nah, you good. The Christian Wood. Just real quick on him. I'm tired of him. Um, we don't have time for distraction, man. We don't. That's a bunch of nonsense, bro. Like, I think CL said it earlier that he was running out of options. No, he's not running out of options. He is out of options. So I mean, at this point, bro, he need to just sign or just the Lakers need to move on. So that's me on that. And then as far as AD, I heard I'll be listening to Bang, man, and he just don't like AD, man. I don't know what it is, but yeah, I mean, AD as far as being a franchise player, like I think he can definitely, be the franchise player for the Lakers. He already won a ring, so he don't have the pressure of having to, win a ring. Like of course Laker Nation won another one, of course, but I mean it's not like it's gonna be life or death if he don't win one. So,
Mm-hmm.
but I think like I said before, like the Lakers, it's LA, bro. They're gonna get another star in there. So
Let me ask you a question real quick on that, DJ. And shout out to Jay Merrick, man. Shout out to Arthur. Shout out to everybody in the chat too, man. I know I got to tap into the chat, Arthur, man. Big facts. But I want to make a statement, and it's like a question as well, right? Once Brian retire, it's Anthony Davis's team. Is that one of the messages that they sent with these statements?
oh, definitely, yeah, definitely.
Even
You
if they
don't.
bring in another star?
Yeah, I mean, cause like you got to think about it. Like they had Shaq and Kobe. Like I mean, yeah, they were bickering over who team it was, but like that's what the Lakers do. Like so, even if they bring in another star, they're paying AD 62 million. That's not secondary player money, bro. Like so, I mean, so even if they bring in another one, the ball's gonna go through him. Like the front office already made that clear. Like so yeah, it's definitely his team. Um, I hope they can put a good team around him when LeBron leave because I mean, I do want to see if he can be a number one on a championship team. Like if he can prove to be a number one on a championship team, that dude is gonna go down with the Shaqs, the Kareems, and they're
Facts.
gonna, they're gonna put him in that class. Like, so I definitely want to see if he can be a number one, man. Because man, he has the game, he has the talent. Like I said before, He's a top 5 player in the NBA. I don't know why people dispute that, but so yeah, I definitely think he has it, bro. He just gotta, go out there and do it, man. That's about it. So
Hey, Art, I got a question.
Yes, sir.
So are y'all asking, do he has the capability for him to be number one?
I think he has the capability.
He has no choice.
I think that's not the question. I think that with the beginning process, remember the 3 steps I said earlier, Lux?
Right.
With the beginning process, now comes the opportunity that Darvin Ham has to implement him as the number one.
But
Because like with the responsibilities that Anthony Davis has, people want him to do everything because he has his responsibilities on the team just playing, right? That's the only big on the court, right? But like everybody else will want him to do everything else. Then he has to drop 35 points a game. He has to drop 20 rebounds a game because when he was doing it throughout the regular season, people still wanted more. People was like, it's still not enough. Anthony Davis, you know what I'm saying, balled out this year. And that's just fact. So he has the capability. When he left New Orleans, he left his superstarism in New Orleans because I feel like you have to have your own team to be a superstar.
that's a fact.
Gotcha.
When Brian retires, or it's a clear cut passing of the keys, like I was saying earlier, he can't get that superstar back. He can't get that back. So if Brian retires or they fully pass him the keys, he can get that back by being the number one option in the Lakers.
Why are you saying they fully passing the keys? He got the keys right now.
No, he don't have the keys right now,
Man,
bro.
He don't have the keys right
No,
now.
no, he don't.
Man,
No, he don't.
Man, listen, bro.
So answer my question, Lux. Is he the number one option on the Lakers?
Yeah, he has no choice, Art. He has no choice to be the number one option.
Okay, that is false.
You have a person that's on your team.
Nah, hold on, Lux. That's false, my guy, because number one options take last shots of the game. Number one options are the ones that they go to close out games.
Okay, wait.
Hold on, I'm not done. Number one options take 5 or 6 shots in a row. They consistently get them the ball throughout the game, 20 plus shot attempts, like we were saying. Anthony Davis' responsibilities last year as the only big on the court, you can't be the number one offensive option because he was the number one defensive option. And he was relying to get his buckets on cleaning up niggas' misses, lobs, post plays every now and again, and whenever he had the ball in his hands. And he still gave you 26 points a game.
Okay, got you. Now, this is my question. Does he want the ball when it's the last shot of the game? No, he doesn't want the ball. So why will
How do you know that? How do you know that?
Because if you want the ball, you're going to say you want the ball. Give me the rock.
You have LeBron James on your team.
Man.
And that's my point, y'all. And hold on, and that's my point, y'all. You have LeBron James on your team. You niggas would never say LeBron should give this nigga the ball in late in game situations. Case in point, game 4 of the Western Conference Finals, when AD scored 6 straight points to tie the game back up, and Brian jigged it at the end. You niggas would never say, damn, LeBron should have gave AD the ball. Will you?
I'm saying now.
So don't sit up here and say this nigga don't want the ball because you don't know that and you're not a doctor.
I'm not saying he don't, but I'm saying right now, he should be the number one option. He should have known what he.
And like I said, no, we can argue about like how they should have implemented this earlier, right? I get that part, but we not going to sit up here and act like this contract extension and what the Lakers are coming out saying about Anthony Davis right now is not the first sign of any of them actually passing the keys. Not what you think, not what I think, not what anybody in the chat think, not what anybody on the panel think. None of that. I'm talking about what the Lakers actually are doing. They are actually first time actually passing this nigga.
Okay, so this is my question, right? You saying that this is the first time, right? So who's going to be the first one?
First option?
The first option this year.
Anthony Davis.
And that's what I'm saying. He has no choice. This
what
is not.
What do you mean? Like no choice? Like that don't make no sense.
Okay, what I mean by that, right? We have a person. Yes, LeBron. Got you. Understandable. LeBron's about to be 39 in December. There's only a certain LeBron. He's not about to be playing 40 minutes a whole regular season. If LeBron do that, y'all, there's no ring. There's guaranteed no ring. He's going to be too tired when it comes to the playoffs. He's going to be exhausted. If LeBron plays 40 minutes every game all the way to the playoffs, he's going to be exhausted. He has.
So, are you saying that they should have did this earlier? Is what you're saying?
Yes.
I mean, I agree with that point.
LeBron is getting too old.
Long as we know, right, for whatever the reasons are, long as we know that this is the first time that they are, you know what I'm saying, quote unquote, trying to pass this nigga the keys, actually doing it with their actions and not just their words, then oh yeah, we ain't got no problem. Looks, we say the same thing.
And
because now, like I said earlier, now we need them to go ahead and be like, coach needs to be like, okay, we're going to follow suit with what the front office said, and we're going to make Anthony Davis the number one option.
But they got to stop this.
Because Brian is going to be 38, 39 years old this year, and so on and so forth.
Right, and they got to stop running this. I don't like this run and gun stuff. You got to start making plays. This run and gun stuff. You got scores on your team. And you got people that can play the role.
Mm-hmm.
The game is going to naturally open up.
Yeah.
The game is going to naturally open. You got scores. You got people that play defense. You got big men. LeBron knows how when somebody is hot, LeBron knows how to. He don't always has to score, and I don't think a lot of people see that about LeBron. He don't always has to score. Now, if he want to score, he's gonna go get the bucket. But when somebody's hot, he let them shine. It's not like he be ball hogging and stuff like that.
I mean, I agree with that. Nobody's saying that. It's a different aspect. You know what I'm saying? Just a different approach, a slightly different approach. It's not even that big of an approach. I said that the other day. Like what I'm saying, it's not even that big of a difference than maybe 3 or 4 shot attempts a game and more actions in the offense that Darvin Ham can implement easily. And Cordarius, shout out to Cordarius Reed. He say, wait, Arch, he said, you want us to give about an 80 in the clutch? Oh, no, I thought you were referring to like the middle of the game or over the course of the game. No, I don't want 80 with the ball in the clutch. But I was referring to all of that, all 3 scenarios that you said, Cordarius, because those are the number one option, y'all, is like high stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like the highest of the high stuff, right? When you're the number one option on the team, you're the best player on the team, you get stuff like that. So it's not about whether you think he can have the ball in the clutch, because we've seen AD come through in the clutch before. We've seen him not come through in the clutch before. And you can say that about every number one option in the whole NBA, right? But what I'm saying is that when it's time to close a game for a whole fourth quarter, why not go to your best player? Why not go to your number one option? Why not, you know what I'm saying, see if he can do it? I'm not saying every time. I'm not saying all the time. But I'm saying that it has to be a number one option kind of feel to do. Otherwise, he's going to be resort to playing how he played last year, which was great. But I'm talking about, look, AD, that's why DJ called him the top 5 player in the world, because dude can come in and the coach tell him to be like, you know what, look, dude, just play defense. You're going to be our defensive anchor, get rebounds, set picks. You know what I'm saying? You're going to be a great pick and roll threat. And that's almost like a B level kind of player, right? But because he's an A+ kind of player, he can go get you 26 points a game too. You know what I'm saying? He can go out there and get you 26 points a game, and that's not being his primary objective on the court.
Hey, do you think AD's the best player on the Lakers right now?
Yes.
Yeah.
He got to prove that to me. He still got to prove that to me. He should be, but
he proved it to you this past year, and I can't say nothing other than that, bro. He proved it this year. If he didn't prove it for what he did after January when he came back from his first injury, if he didn't prove it then, bro, with the games he was having, with the kind of games he was having, bro, with after Brian got hurt, what he did, how he was just a historically great defensive player in the playoffs, right? Why do this nigga got to prove something every goddamn year? That's my point.
And here's the thing, Art, right? That I don't think people are realizing, right? When you look at AD, right? I think Balls Life said it, like his best seasons was with a big man on the court with him. So you gotta ask yourself, bro, like, do you want AD to be more defensive oriented and be like, okay, he's not involved in the offense? Or do you want his 26, 27 a game? Like if you want AD to be involved on offense that much, you gotta play that extra big with him, bro. Like I think that's what people are missing. Like you can't put all of the responsibility on the AD to play the five. Like we can't do that, bro. Like if you want AD to average 27 and 12 and all that, he needs that extra big man out there with him. Otherwise, Darvin is gonna just they're gonna just revert him back to being what he was last season, and that's gonna cause people to say, oh, he's inconsistent and blah blah blah. Like that's a bunch of BS, bro.
Exactly. I'm clipping that.
Like
I'm clipping that, and I'm putting that
that,
on the YouTube short.
cause
Because
cause
I couldn't say it no better. That's perfect because y'all
Cause,
niggas
cause,
act like
cause,
y'all
look
don't
at it, right?
match.
Like I said, like I always people act like 2020 was 50 years ago. It was 3 years ago, bro. When we had that extra big in with him, his responsibilities was not what they are now. So therefore, LeBron, also Frank Vogel, don't forget that they were force feeding him the ball and they were playing off that, and they were also pick and roll and pick and pop rim run, like. But people seem to forget that, bro. I don't get it, bro. They act like this dude is just some scrub or I don't know, but like, bro, like
What up, FBA Unloaded, man? What's
we gotta
good?
stop, man.
Definitely got to stop, bro. Because like people, the first thing, like one people, like I don't know, I forgot who it was. It might have been Lux. It might have been somebody in the chats about he can't be like a number one option, right? So what was he when Brian was hurt?
Exactly.
No. I said AD better be. I said AD better be the number one.
Okay, well let me rephrase the question then.
Because if he's not, he's gonna be a
For
problem.
anybody who has concerns of AD being back to a number one, right? Your evidence is what he looked like when Brian is hurt,
Yeah.
right? And what happened when Brian was hurt?
Will Davis happened.
You hear me? Did he look like a number one option in?
He did.
That's all I'm saying, Lux. Come on, Lux, you got to give me that one, bro.
No, he looked like
Which is
he looked
true.
like it. He looked like a number one option without question. But again, they ran the offense through him, so that's the age old question. All right, when
Okay.
nobody said
But
That's why
nobody's
number,
questioning him.
and that's why number two is
Nobody's
so important about the coach. Yeah,
yeah, right, yeah. That's what I'm saying. You got to tell a coach that, bro. Coach. Sometimes I thought Schroeder was the number one option, or Westbrook was the number one option. Showing AD all the damn time, or Reeves was the number one option sometimes.
And Art, that goes back to what I just said. I said if they don't run plays and they keep that run
Right.
and gun offense, it's going to be a
that's
bad
what I
season.
said, man.
but
If
that's on
LeBron,
Darvin
if
though.
LeBron,
Yeah,
it,
that's
if
all part of number two on the step list, y'all. Darvingham implementing steps and plays for him and making sure that they work him in as the solidified number one option. That's my original point.
and the person that's in his chat talking about if LeBron has 30 at halftime, let me tell you something. If LeBron has 30 at halftime, that's bad. You would never want your oldest player and one of your top players to have 30 at halftime. For the
Nah,
whole
because
year,
man,
you know what's going to happen? He's going to
Be
get tired
cooking,
of it.
eh?
Brian is gonna get buckets in his sleep. If he goes,
Ex-
if he starts the year off efficiently like he normally does, right? LeBron is going to get buckets. Period.
Right.
Brian, like Bottom's Life and DJ said earlier, Brian is going to get, you know what I'm saying, his shots attempt. Brian, to me, that's why I told Bottom's Life that's not really my concern
Right.
because Brian knows how to operate, and AD still could be the number one option. I'm
And
straight with Brian being the second option because of LeBron James at this point in his career as the second option
he know
is
how
the
to get a
greatest
bucket.
second option ever to live.
Man.
Right. And that's all I'm saying. You don't have to worry about LeBron. You don't have because he's going to get his regardless.
Mm-hmm.
You
Yeah.
don't got to worry about him.
So
You don't
so
got to worry
so
about making
so
plays.
if Brian has 30 points at halftime, it's because he wanted to, and it was his shots was falling, and he was the hot nigga for the half.
Right.
Now he
Exactly.
come out the second half and be like, all right, you know what I'm saying? Let me go ahead and try to get another 30.
That's when he's bugging. Hey,
That's when
chill
he's
out.
bugging. Now if he comes out and be like, all right, now I'm chilling, I'm tired, I'm finna let my team carry us to the win, and they trip or AD trip, then they bugging. But I think we got a good enough team, Lux, man. If that scenario was to happen, man, I think we got a good enough team to just
Yeah. We,
cruise that
You
game.
got too many. You got too many. You got too many. You got too much depth on your team now. By the time, by the time it hit at least, okay, all right, first half, 8 minutes, all right, cool. LeBron want to sit out. He should be able to want to sit it out. You don't have to play him. LeBron should not be playing 40 minutes every game. I'm telling you what's going to happen. If he play 40 minutes every game and the Lakers make the playoffs, they're going to play this somebody like the Suns or the Warriors. You know what's going to happen? LeBron's going to be tired. He's going to be tired.
Bro. Hey, shout out to Steve's Reacts, man. He said, F that, it's Darvingham. But if you're a number one nigga, you demand the ball and show your teammates I'm the highest paid, give me the rock. And that's what is starting to be implemented, Steve. I think we all are in agreement because like the people who thought that it should have been already happened or happening already or mad at him because it hasn't happened yet. You know what I'm saying? We can all have some kind of solace that it's actually happening now. You know what I'm saying? Brian is not at a level where he's so depleted that it's not worth it. If you get what I mean, LeBron is still at a level where it's totally still worth it.
Right.
Big fact. So yeah, man, I don't know about that, bro. And he always demand the ball, and he do a lot of other things too, man. That's part of the responsibilities and opportunities that I be talking about because. Because when you go to the front office to begin the offseason and demand that you play with another big, that's kind of like demanding the ball. When it's coming out today that Anthony Davis said, I want to be the number one option and I want to, you know what I'm saying, be with the Lakers. I want to be the man at the Lakers, you know what I'm saying? That's him demanding the ball, so to speak. Right? I'm the high. If you're gonna give me all this money, let me rock. And I agree with that 112%. So everything this nigga, y'all say that y'all want this nigga to do, he doing it. So get that nigga some props, Steve.
He said that today, Art.
Yeah, I'm gonna pull up the statement, man, because like I clipped this little part right here, but because when I put it on here, it's hella small, and I don't think nobody can read that. Let me get this out of the way. I told y'all the statement was hella long.
Yeah, that ain't no statement, bro. That's a press conference, bro.
Yeah, bro. And AD was like, nigga, I'm the man now. He said the Los Angeles Lakers said in our conversation with Anthony, his desire to lead our franchise for the next several years became abundantly clear, said Rob Pelinka. AD understands that his commitment to being the hardest worker combined with his high character is what will help define our culture for many seasons to come. This is the conversation that him and Rob Pelinka was having. You know what I'm saying? So AD been talking that stuff that y'all want him to talk. So y'all need to recognize that he's doing. He played 56 games, man. More games he played last year, way more games he played the year before that. He averaged 26 points per game, 56% from the field, a career high, 12 and a half rebounds, a career high, 2.6 assists, over a steal, and over 2 blocks, man. 34 minutes per game. The 30-year-old became the first Laker since Shaquille O'Neal in 2001 to average at least 25 points, 12 rebounds, and 2 blocks in the campaign. The Chicago native was named Western Conference Player of the Month once and earned 2 Conference Players of the Week honors. During the 2023 NBA playoffs, Davis helped guide the Lakers to the Western Conference Finals by averaging 22.6 points, shot 52% from the field, an NBA record best, 14.1 rebounds, 2.6 assists, 1.4 steals, and a league-leading 3.1 blocks in 38 minutes across 16 games.
That sounds like a number one. That sounds like a number one to me.
That sounds like a number one all day long, bro. And that's why y'all gonna hear me say words like opportunity so much, DJ, bro, because like the first thing a hater would say was like, well, he only averaged 23 points a game. You know what I'm saying? But dude, that's where opportunity comes in. If he was our number one offensive primary option throughout the whole playoffs, you think he would have averaged more than 23 points a game? Hell yeah.
Yeah, that's at least 28.
That's at least, I would say playoff 80, that's at least 30. Yeah, playoff Anthony Davis, because that's at least 30, because it wouldn't be, you know, I explain to niggas about the inconsistencies and shot attempts. It wouldn't be like, oh, we won the game, AD played great defense, but you know what I'm saying. He was only 6 for 9 for 13 points, 20 rebounds, and 4 blocks. He did what he had to do to win the game, but it's going to be looked at as inconsistency because of his shot attempts. So what y'all think about that, man? The dude CL, I mean, he can't put it no better than what everybody has been saying, bro. He has Anthony Davis has a desire to lead the franchise for the next several years.
I believe Anthony Davis. I think LeBron throwing the proverbial keys. Uh, I trust in everybody. Rob Pelinka, Anthony Davis, LeBron James, but it all gets back to Darvin Ham.
True.
If we're gonna keep going in circles, man, I believe everybody down with that. I think Lakers fans down with it. Bang Nation, Hillary Gang, everybody.
Let me ask you this, CL. Okay, say Darvin Ham does his part in part 2, right? Tell me somebody who can mess it up in part 3 with the players.
D'Lo.
How?
Just being D'Lo. Just thinking about himself more so than anything. See, LeBron James, his whole life, he could. I don't know. That's what makes him number one player, greatest player of all time. He could be that facilitator, still drop 25 on you, and be high efficient. So LeBron don't be sweating that, man. It's amazing how he people talking about he's not a great scorer, but he can get his scoring in all types of ways: threes, free throws, fast break, in the post, everywhere. He don't worry about that. He's never worried about that ever. He figured out to get 26, 27 like that, man. That's nothing for him. LeBron, it's feasible that LeBron could lead the Lakers in scoring, but not be the best scorer, if that makes any sense to y'all. It could be still Anthony Davis, because he might be that focal point in the fourth quarter. So, so I don't worry about LeBron, man. I'm that's up to Anthony Davis, man. Me and used to sit on this, I guess on this podcast or whatever on the internet, and we be watching the Lakers live, and we be hollering, man, put Anthony Davis in the post, man. Run a play for Anthony Davis. You'd be literally seeing there watching no plays run for the man, and no hit. Like again, I reiterate, ain't no big in the history of basketball has been successful without plays run for him. I don't care who it is.
Hey, CL, I got a question about the Bron in the fourth quarter part, right? Like, to me, I feel like that's what's been happening this whole time. It would, like, say Bron and AD is healthy, right? The times that they're healthy, they playing good together, right? Like, AD is the one who getting them points throughout the whole game, playing a great defense, getting them to the point where Bron can take over the game in the fourth quarter, right? Say with that dynamic, right? That's not a number one option. That's just the second option on your team, setting up for your first option. So how do niggas let go of that wanting Bron all the time in the fourth quarter? It can't be nobody else. And then all of a sudden, when it is Bron in the fourth quarter, like a game 4 of the Western Conference Finals, when it don't work, because it don't work 100% of the time. It never does, not for anybody. So when it don't work, how do people not be like, oh, it's Anthony Davis' fault because now he don't want it because he didn't want it, like Luck said earlier?
They might be biased, man. They can't never answer this question, though, Art. How many times did he get the ball in the post on his comfort zone? Wait, man, you supposed to do this, you supposed to do that. If he'd have met, it's a physical and scientific way. Did you give him the ball in his comfort zone?
I got one even better for you, bro. It's a couple games where he closed out this year, right? A few games. But like the one that stuck out to me, if you go take a look at it, we played the Dallas Mavericks. And the way Anthony Davis closed out that game, for anybody, for Kadarius Reed, for anybody who has any kind of wondering if Anthony Davis can close games, you know what I'm saying? If you need to find evidence, this year, Dallas versus the Lakers. And that's all I'm going to say. Go look at when Anthony Davis closed that game out.
Yeah.
One of the prettiest fadeaway shots I ever seen in NBA. Put a nail in that nigga's coffin. So it's not like it can't happen. Yeah, and it is biased, CL. I know it's biased because Anthony Davis then closed out games throughout the whole year time he's been here. Regular season and playoffs. But he gets no credit for it.
But he got to go to his homeboy and say, I think he did that. I think they already talked about this. To
I
say,
think they did too, man. I think that
yeah,
that's what this
yeah.
whole push is going. We got to get ready for it, CL.
But I don't want people. I don't. Well, you can't change that. Why ain't LeBron? Why ain't LeBron? He ain't a closer. Y'all them clowns. You can't never change that. It don't matter.
Nah, that's
But
that.
but but don't get mad when if Anthony Davis the first 2 or 3 times he misses a shot at the end of the game. That's fine. But then he start hitting. That you have to establish that right now, early.
Yeah. With
Yeah.
hit or miss, win or lose,
Yeah.
you have to establish it, bro. Otherwise, it's just gonna be talk. Cordarius, there are the only teams I'm 100% confident our team is better than in the West are the Spurs, Rockets,
Spurs.
Mavs, Timberwolves, Trailblazers, Thunder, and Jazz. The rest are toss-ups. Hell no.
Spurs.
Hell no, bro.
The Spurs ain't better than the Lakers.
Hell no.
Did he really say that?
Nah, he said them the only ones like clear cut better that the Lakers are better than.
Oh, then okay.
Now the other teams are toss ups, you know what I'm saying, like the Nuggets and the Suns and so on and so forth.
Okay.
Big Heart, what's up, man? What's up, Big Heart? What's up with you? Hey, man, I was actually wondering what you guys think. Like we kind of went through this last year with Russell Westbrook, waiting to get him traded, and we got close to almost getting him traded right before they switched up everything and didn't trade Russell Westbrook. What you think Pelinka got up his sleeve, man? Because Pelinka, he ain't gonna rush. He's from that Kobe era where he plays the long game and he plays chess. You think he got something else in store if this Christian Wood situation? Maybe. Do you think Christian Wood is what they waiting on? Do you think there's something else they're looking at?
I'm gonna say both things can be true. He can have both things up his sleeve, but like the thing that I think that nobody's thinking about is what he's going to get for D'Lo.
Oh, you think they're gonna get it through trade and not buyout?
Yes, I think that if Christian Wood falls through, we might sign somebody simple, like a Bismack Biyombo.
Or just roll with AD and your boy Hayes.
And Jackson Hayes and Castleton, you know what I'm saying, as our 3 rotational bigs.
Right.
So that leaves what's happening behind the scenes. And I just think that if D'Lo is going to be in trade talks all year, and he's uber talented, and this is probably one of the best trade pieces we didn't had in a while.
Right. Good contract.
Good contract, way better than Cools or KCP, all them other niggas who had good trade value.
Right.
We could put him with another player and really get somebody if it's available.
Man, I like that guy out of New Orleans, and they keep talking like they don't want him. Giannis,
Valanciunas.
Yeah, man. I keep hearing that they don't want him. And there's a lot of teams that have more players than you can have on their roster. So a lot of people are kind of waiting. They got people with like 18 people on their roster.
I'm gonna give you somebody else, Alpha Root, man. I said when I said that earlier, I said David Bertans. What you think about him being released and might be being a Laker?
Man, I mean, I like him a lot. But I don't know if man, the ideal situation is to have a center that can play and has ability to start. And if AD has to rest, or he could play with AD or without AD and still be impactful, got some size to him. He doesn't have to be a bruiser like Anthony Mason. He don't have to be that type of bruiser.
I think the Lakers already got that guy though. I think Jackson Hayes is that guy. I think if there was any big not named Christian Wood that we get, Jackson Hayes is going to be our starting 5 if he's our starting 5.
Right. I'm interested to see I'm interested to see how they do it and how they maneuver it. But one thing I definitely know, Pelinka is always going to keep flexibility. He's going to keep himself flexible. What you think about the other matchups? We got some players that I want to see if they really work. I think I'm interested. Everybody keeps saying Cam Reddish and Max Christie is in a battle. I think Cam Reddish is actually in a battle with Vando and Taurean Prince, because he's 6'8", almost 6'9", can play defense. And if could Vando be a piece that we give away? Because he's gonna want some money at the end of this year. But if Cam Reddish is balling, and
that will be Hell no, because first of all, Cam ain't nowhere the player that that Vanderbilt is, right? Anybody who's that backup three, because if Brian say we do start big, right? Brian is the three, Vanderbilt is the backup, and Torian Prince. Cam Reddish has no room at the three, no room at the four. Only way he even gonna see the court is at the backup too, and that's why it's the competition between him and Max Christie. The Lakers
Well, I actually
organization, the Lakers organization came out and said that matter of fact, Max might have already won because that's what they want to see at an eighth or ninth rotation spot,
right,
which is the
right,
backup
right.
too.
I actually want to see if they trade D'Lo. Do you think Gabe Vincent moves to the guard, or you think they move LeBron James up to the guard position?
I think if they
What the
trade
heck
D'Lo,
happened to Austin Reeves? What
I
the?
think
No, no, no. Austin Reeves is still there. He's Austin Reeves, AD, and LeBron. They gonna start right now. LeBron is playing more of a forward, but if they trade D'Lo for a center, like a starting caliber center, then that center is gonna play the five. AD is gonna play the four. Do you think LeBron James moves up and keep Vando or Torian Prince as a 3-and-D guy? Because we won with LeBron James being the best point guard in the NBA.
I don't want that because
He
that
don't
means
have to
LeBron.
defend the guard. Remember, he don't have to defend the guard. He don't have to defend the guard.
Right.
But as a guard, you can't defend him. LeBron James is undefendable if he's a guard. There's nobody in the league that can defend him.
But I feel like that's too much. I don't
No, he
want.
don't have to. But Austin Reeves is doing all the ball handling.
Okay,
What?
okay, all right. I see that. I see that.
You
Yeah,
understand
I
what I'm
see that.
saying? It's not
Yeah,
like
yeah,
he's
I
gonna
see that.
be. He's not gonna be Tony Parker out there. He's just playing kind of like the guard perimeter position and attacking the basket. Austin Reeves can bring it up, and then you have some 3-and-D wings when Austin Reeves and maybe Torian Prince to play defense, and LeBron James can sag off on the weak person on the other team. That's exactly how we won in 2020. It wasn't just AD playing the four. It was LeBron James playing a guard position on offense with your boy Danny Green and Caldwell Pope playing the guards on defense. That's
Gotcha.
how we won. Because when you bring a big, if you got a starting caliber big, let's say we get the guy from New Orleans, something got to change. Something got to change.
play style.
Do you agree or you disagree?
I mean, it'd be more because when we heard them talk about it, they bring up 2020 a lot. So
Yeah.
and with Darvingham still have the option, it gives it's like the best of both worlds. It gives Darvingham the options to play Anthony Davis at the five, and it gives Anthony Davis the options to play with another big on the court.
Correct.
Because in 2020 he played 50% at the four, 50% at the five. So Jackson
And
Hayes,
we got some great wings.
I can see Jackson Hayes start the game next to AD, right? Jackson Hayes come off the court first quarter. Rory come in, right? If there's a defensive assignment that's too much, that's too good, then boom, we got Vanderbilt coming in as well.
Right.
And and then when AD come off, you just slide Jackson Hayes back to the five because he'll be well rested by then because AD normally take off the first 3 or 4 minutes of the second quarter. So I don't know, man.
I mean, and the reason why I'm saying, do we move LeBron James up in alignment because we got some really good wings now, bro. I mean, we got some good wings. So the question is, okay, does LeBron have to play the three like that? He could move up. I think the wings on this team is actually better than 2020. I think Caldwell Pope and Danny Green were good, but Kuzma was okay. But we got Rui, we got Vando, we got T Prince. I like Cam Reddish. Max Christie can play like a wing at 6'6". So we got some really good wings that can score and play defense. So that's what I'm just trying to find. How do we get the minutes for everyone? Because somebody's going to be left out, especially if we bring a post player and we keep LeBron at the 3 and the 4. Someone's going to be left out.
You got to stagger the minutes.
Well, I mean, I got you. I got you. But bringing that post player in, it's gonna be hard to stagger all those good wings without LeBron James moving up in the rotation.
Well, can't you just play LeBron at point guard?
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm
Or
saying.
you cannot play Bron at point guard.
No, just guard, not point. Austin Reeves can play the point. I'm saying defensively he's a forward. Offensively he's a guard. That's a playmaker.
LeBron James is going to play small forward next year. Point blank, end of discussion.
All right.
Our best lineups after the trade deadline, LeBron James was playing the 3. Vanderbilt was playing the 4, and Anthony Davis is playing the 5. The only adjustment that will happen when we see Jackson Hayes starting is Vanderbilt going to the bench. Brian is still going to be at the 3. Brian is playing the 3 next year, guys. Big face.
So would you rather? Okay. So we bring the post player in. Let's say Christian Wood comes in. LeBron's at the 3. You got D'Lo and Austin Reeves. So is D'Lo better? So that means LeBron James is going to have to guard the other team's small forward.
No,
He has to.
because Rory will be out there and Vanderbilt will be out there.
No, I'm saying you got to. I'm talking about if they bring a post player that's a starting caliber center. Vando ain't gonna be out there, and Ruby's not gonna be out there as the starters.
No, you're not. But to open up the game is fine because you will have 2 bigs supporting you instead of just one, right? And you just made the point about so you got to use your own logic. So when Brian is playing defense, you said Brian don't have to play defense on the guards. So why does he have to play defense on the best player out there?
Well, in that situation, he has to. If we keep him, we can't hide him. If we keep him at the 3, because D'Lo's a liability. If we keep him at the 3 and you bring in, I'm talking about a starting caliber center. I'm not just talking about a fill-in center. I'm not talking about JaVale McGee or Dwight Howard. I'm talking about if they were to pull something off to get a starting caliber center, like I think Steven Adams is a starting caliber center. I think Valanciunas is a starting caliber center. Those centers are going to get minutes. I think Miles Turner, that's a pipe dream. That's not going to happen. But he's a starting caliber center. You want AD and that person to play a lot. So the only way you hide LeBron James is if you bring
that's not going to happen though. And I just explained that, Farouk. It's not going to happen, bro, because they keep talking about 2020 when this is going to be the scenario if we start a big, right? It's going to be just like 2020 where JaVale McGee started, but how many minutes did he really get? What, 4 or 5 minutes to start the first quarter?
Correct.
4 or 5 minutes to start the third quarter?
Correct.
Anthony Davis played all the other minutes. You know what I'm saying? Dwight Howard came in every now and again when JaVale was in foul trouble. Stuff like that happened. Matchups happen, and it's going to be similar this year. If we get 2 bigs, they're not going to play 30 minutes apiece. Say Jackson Hayes is a starting center, he's not going to play 30 minutes, bro. He probably won't even play 20 minutes, if that.
So then
when y'all think about these lineups, think about Anthony Davis sliding to the 5 first before y'all talk about all the other bigs we might have. So with your lineup, when you said we got to slide LeBron down, LeBron can stay at the 3 because Rory will be at the 4, and Anthony Davis will slide down to the 5.
So then with that scenario, then I guess it goes back to the question, do we really need Christian Wood? I mean, I know he's a talented player, but do we need him for him to play the Dwight Howard, JaVale McGee role?
No, that's why it'd be a whole new decision for Darvin Ham. And that's why I wasn't too hype on it for real, because I don't want too many decisions this dude got to make. So it will be a head scratcher to see how he plays and where he plays them and everything like that. A better fit. It'll be a simpler fit with somebody who do something else like a Bismack or somebody.
Yeah. Like I like the guy running carry, stuff like that. Yeah, if it's just a simple post player that knows their role, I can understand that. But if you bring in, and that's what I'm saying, if you bring in a starting caliber, someone that can get you 16, 12 rebounds or 20 and 10 rebounds, that's a whole nother scenario that you're right. Darvin Ham's going to have to make some decisions, and you want to minimize those as much as possible.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I get it. I mean, I totally agree with you. I agree with you.
What up, JP88, man? You said, Brian going to be camping baseline for the rebound on defense. He's not Russell Westbrook. Stop the cap, bro. JP, you be hating, bro. Darius, man, he said, don't be nervous, bro. Season hasn't started yet. Them niggas will be good. You have top players on the team, 4 top role players. It's up, yeah, it's going up this season. I heard that. See Wood a face of 4, he'll fit well with a second unit. He will fit well with the second unit. But I just think his ego won't allow him to do so. Which is really unfortunate, man.
Quick question: would you play Jackson Hayes in front of Christian Woods?
If it was me,
yes.
Ooh,
I'm thinking. It's okay. I got a question for the question before I answer the question.
Yeah.
Is Anthony Davis like the solidified number 1 offensive option, or is it like last year where everybody could shoot?
Oh man, I think Anthony Davis, the offense is at least going to run through him every third possession. So I don't know if that
I'm asking scenarios before I answer the question you asked. Is it like Anthony Davis, the number 1 option, or is it kind of like last year where he got his buckets when he could?
I want to believe and stay on the good side. I want to lean toward him being the number 1 option.
All right, so Anthony Davis is the number 1 option. Would I start Jackson Hayes or Christian Wood? I would start Jackson Hayes. I would start Jackson Hayes and Anthony Davis is the number 1 option because that gives him the maneuverability to back to the 4, and he's killing every 4 that they put on him.
That's a fact.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm just like, yeah, give me
Does
Jackson
Hayes clog it? Does he clog the lane? If he's the number 1 option,
he doesn't. He doesn't clog the lane because Anthony Davis is a good enough facilitator out of the double team. Okay. Even if AD gets a drive to the paint where Jackson Hayes' man got to come over, that's an easy lob throw to him. That's an easy lob throw to anybody who's a point guard or who could just throw a good loop, a good oop. So I'm not really concerned about him because you could do things like send Jackson Hayes to the other side of the court to set back screen picks.
Right.
We have Brian and D'Lo and Austin who are high IQ passers where the other team will have to respect it. So you only have to just keep him in a dunker spot. You can have him doing other things where if the person guarding him, if the big is guarding him and lose sight of him, that means it's a free shot for somebody on the other side of the court, and Brian gonna find a nigga every time.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Or and it unclogs the paint. It's a lot of different ways you can unclog the paint.
Right. It's gonna be. Yeah, it's gonna be interesting. I'm curious to see. I can't wait to see them in the preseason. Just first, I want to see the added pieces, and then 2, I want to see how they kind of manipulate and what the lineups look like. Because it's a lot of different lineups that Darvin Ham has. That can be a good thing and a bad thing, but he got a lot of different options.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
DJ, who you start, man? If you with Christian Wood or Jackson Hayes?
Jackson Hayes.
That's
Same
it.
reason. Same reasons.
Yeah, you start Jackson Hayes, like I said before, bro. Like defense, but you also have to finish the defensive possession with the rebound, bro. So, AD won't have to rebound the ball like that. He won't have to do that by himself. Jackson Hayes can do that. He can also run the floor on the fast break. He can also run the floor and get back and chase down blocks. So it's a lot of positives to starting Jackson Hayes with AD. Like, I mean, I don't get the. I mean, I kind of get the pushback against it, but I don't because we've seen it before. So, I mean, that's just me though.
Right. Is Jackson Hayes a better rebounder than Woods? I've seen Woods average 10, 11 rebounds. Is he a better rebounder than Woods?
Yeah.
I mean, his per 36, he averaged like what, 13?
Yeah, his per 36 is better.
Yeah,
and if he would have, he didn't play the same amount of minutes that Christian Wood played.
I mean, because think about it, bro. You know, like we were great defensively last year. Think about how many rebounds we didn't get, though. So now we get those rebounds, and now we're getting out on the break. We're limiting teams to one shot. Like is bro, I think we'd be a lot better off starting Jackson Hayes like than negative. So I mean, like I said, that's just me. Like, you can potentially switch everything. Um, you can like even if somebody get beat, you still got one of the bigs in the back. So I mean, it's to me, it's more positive than negative. So
Right. That's legit.
because and then like we were, I heard y'all guys talking about LeBron moving to the three. If LeBron gets beat off the dribble, you got two bigs under there, not just one. Like so, I mean, it's not that big of a deal, bro. And at the same time, it'll force teams to adjust to us. So if they try to play small, they're not getting a rebound. They're going to give up offensive rebounds to us. We're going to get a lot of putbacks, and we're going to get them in foul trouble because like somebody might go over the back. So it's a lot of positives to starting two big men. Even if Jackson Hayes only plays 15 minutes, bro, that's still 15 minutes of productivity, bro, that we need. So I mean, like I say, it to me is more positive than negative, bro.
Right.
Because like if we ever had an extra big, bro, like those rebounds that we gave up to Denver in that first game in the first 10 minutes, that never would have happened, bro.
Hell no. Hey, Jared, man, you gonna come up right now and say nothing? Jared. Guess not. What up, Sammy the man? What's good with it, man? He said, hey, yo, not a Lakers sure going for Woods. We gonna see. We definitely gonna see. Man.
Hey, all right, let me piggyback what my man said there. I'm gonna ask the kind of question. Is people say this the LeBron is a detriment on defense. I didn't see that.
I didn't see it neither. Yeah, that's just a
Well,
popular.
thank you, Art. I think people that hate him, they want to say this. Like people just blowing by him and then out rebounding them, and I didn't see that at all. I see him taking, breaks on defense, man. That's fine, but ain't nobody just physically just going 3-4 positions in a row just blowing by LeBron James, man. That ain't never happened. So, no, not saying he can guard point guards and two guards for 30 minutes, but when he wants to, and Lord knows when he wants to, he's still a good defender. So, man,
But I think
especially when he has to be CL.
yeah, man,
He was the starting three guard on the best defense in the league after the trade deadline and in the playoffs.
right.
yeah, and to piggyback off of that, what y'all just said, like that also goes into what I said, right? By having two bigs on the court, I think he can be more aggressive on defense. He can get up in people. Like LeBron is definitely a better defender than what people give him credit for. So
Right.
I mean, like I say it's all lies, bro. We don't have to. We don't need to listen to that. We know what it is. But yeah, it's all watch, man. It's gonna all come together. It's just up to Darvin, bro. That's about it, bro.
Mm-hmm. Let me see. Judah Rising. What up, Judah? What's good with it, man? So Lakers added C Wood will add more stress on Dorian as Pepper will burst. Hey, I don't know, man. The more and more I talk about Christian Wood, the more and more I wouldn't mind him. But to go back to Alpha Rule question, man, the if I was to start Jackson Hayes, all the way, not him, but Christian Wood, man, it's just AD would play like he played last year. Still would be great, but it wouldn't be the necessary options we need. He would be a number one option. That's why I picked Jackson Hayes, Alpha Rule. Because I'm fine with AD playing how he played this last year, as long as he stay healthy the whole year. But, man, niggas gonna be mad at him because they're gonna be like, you know what I'm saying? He ain't take this many shots this game. He ain't do this that game.
And you know what, Art? Like, with Christian Wood, that's also somebody who needs the ball. Like, that's why we don't need somebody like that. That's just somebody else that needs the ball, bro.
All right, what up, Debbie? What's good with it, man? Said question: how do you become a member on the panel to get on the stream, or are people who can come up? Now you can come up. I just dropped the link in the chat, Debbie. That link where it say Big R Sports. That's the link in the chat right there. you can come on up. You know, I'm gonna give y'all some more time, because I'm finna cook. You know what I'm saying? So I wasn't gonna end the stream and cook. I'm gonna end the stream and I'll eat. So y'all gonna have to talk. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm finna be cooking.
Okay, no problem.
Otherwise, I can end the stream.
No, you good. We too good.
Let's see. Now I say Brian still tries on D, but let's be real, he do get beat. But there's nothing wrong with that. He's 40. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. That's why I say it's two good defensive bigs who can move their feet, playing behind them also.
Everyone gets beat. Everyone. Yeah, everyone gets beat, man. It's team defense. No, it's not. I don't know how to explain it because I will never pretend to be a basketball expert, but I take you guys' acumen on that. But defensively is always team, man. It's always. We had a lot of team defensive detriments last year, starting Westbrook. And when we got rid of him, we got him. Schroeder's a good defensive player. And I just think we came together collectively. That led on to a better defense, man. And we got the best defensive player in the league, without question, man. So I wouldn't sweat it. I wouldn't sweat it at all. Hello.
I'm here. I'm still
okay.
Walking around my kitchen. Told y'all, man.
No, it went different. Go ahead. Go ahead, Art.
No, this is just man. I really wish we had our whole team set, because I'll be doing all kind of roster breakdowns and all kind of stuff like that, man. But that last piece is so important to what we want to do or what we're going to do that, we got to be put on pause so this nigga Christian Wood make his decision, man. That's true.
So I ask you this question. Palinka and Ham was talking about Jackson Hayes. What is Palinka telling Ham that he brings to the table that's going to help this team get a chip?
He said now, first of all, he probably apologized to Darvin Ham for getting him a horrible roster to start his first season with. So he's probably telling him, I'm going to make it up to you by getting you the championship team that I got in 2020. And Jackson Hayes is going to be that guy who can come in and play that JaVale McGee, Dwight Howard kind of role. Definitely going to get you another big. I got you guards who can shoot and play defense. I got you small. I got you wings who can shoot and play defense. So I think that he's telling him to implement that style of play a little more into his system. And I know he probably wanted to, but he probably didn't have the necessary tools to do it this past season.
Yeah.
So hopefully that's what he's telling him. Sure, and I hope he listens.
This is going to be exciting for a lot of reasons. We talk about narratives. Hey, is LeBron going to be LeBron again? Was that injury the reason why he struggled a little bit from the 3-point line and from the field? Is they going to really get the proverbial keys to AD to be that number one guy? Is D-Lo going to be responsible enough to understand he a point guard and he don't need to score that much, but should still be aggressive? Austin Reeves, is he going to be better than he was? And Hachimura, is he going to continue to grow? Man, I'm telling you, man, we got a lot of good problems, man. A lot of good problems, if that makes any sense. So,
Hey, Cordarius said, I don't think we can run that 2020 system. I don't know why not. We still got LeBron and AD on our team. And LeBron turned his game into more of a scorer these past few seasons than he ever did in 2020. So what do you mean we can't run that system? Jackson Hayes is a better live threat than Dwight Howard and JaVale McGee combined, nigga. So I don't understand why we can't run that system. That system will actually be perfect for us. Because instead of Danny Green in the corner, we'll have people like Austin Reeves and Torian Prince and Max Christie hitting them threes. I could definitely see it working.
I mean, why wouldn't it work? Like, I don't get what basketball are these people looking at, bro?
It's basic basketball. It's very effective. I don't know what he's done. I don't know, bro. Sometimes I just don't know.
Like people want this Christian Wood. They want a big man that can stretch the floor. And no, man, we need to get back to some semblance of how we won in 2020, bro. Like, I don't get what basketball these people looking at, bro.
And if Bron can play 33 minutes, you can put him back at the point guard on offense, y'all. Before so y'all can calm down on offense. You can put him at the point guard for a little bit. Let him A&D run that pick and roll to death. We got options coming off them shooters, man.
Yeah, I don't get it, bro. But I mean, are they saying like AD ain't it, or like what are they trying to say when they say we can't run that system?
You can't say that unless you're just blind. I mean,
because
man,
under that system, AD was 27 and 12. So what are we talking about?
27 and 12, bro. He's soft, right? But he's the best rebounder in the playoffs, best defender in the playoffs. Easy. Putting in work, man. Against one of the best, man, I'm gonna say one of the best centers in the game all time in Jokic, man. I know everybody gonna get beat on great players, y'all, but it's the whole game, the whole 4 or 5 games, 6 games, all the quarters, everything. And you got to look at the totality of the whole thing, you know. So yeah.
You know, I said, as far as that Jokic series goes, we played a horrible strategy and horrible.
Sure did. They started from game 1.
So I mean,
from the tip, man.
Like, I think teams this year are gonna play a different strategy against him. Like, I think like Draymond Green told you what the strategy is, bro. He told you what the record is, bro. When he don't get 7+ assists, Denver really don't win like that, bro. Mm-hmm. But you got teams steady out here want to double this dude. Like, he can't see over your whole defense, bro. Like, that's an idiotic strategy, bro. So, I mean, hopefully, Darvin learned his lesson. So, I mean, we'll see.
Yeah, we will see.
Because I went on FYF Sports and like they thought I was crazy when I said you don't double Jokic. They thought I was an idiot. Like, what? Like, if he scored 40, 50 and they win, so be it, bro. So be it.
Man, this Denver Nuggets thing, I'm kind of they agree. Congratulations on their championship, but and I know Jokic is the greatest player of all time, but bro, they got a long way to go to defend that championship, man. They got a long way to go. They lost 2 key components. They did, and a lot of teams have got better, and no team has got more better than the Lakers. Just the size of the Lakers is going to give him more problems. Just the pure size, man. Because he did. Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say, I think they honestly, bro, because Denver won that one championship, I don't think they're gonna be as hungry as they were. Like, because you seen how they were acting after, like they act like it was just some privilege to win, bro. Like, this ain't no privilege. Like, it take hard work and dedication to win, bro. Like, so this dude Jokic talking about he want to go home to his farm and like what? You just won an NBA championship, bro, and you taking it like it's just like it's playtime or something. Like, so I mean, I don't honestly, bro, I'm gonna dismiss Denver, honestly, because I don't think they're gonna be as hungry as they were. So I mean, anything, bro, we should be the favorites, bro. Like,
yeah.
So I mean, all these narratives that's getting put out there about AD and LeBron, I'm sick of it, to be honest.
Yeah. You hear them all day, 24 hours, 7 days a week. They got to prove something. I believe once you become a champion, ain't much more to prove, bro.
Man, I know, right?
So you got a game plan. You got a game plan for success, man.
And then that's why I'm like, bro, I'm giving Darvin 20 games, bro. That's all he gets.
Hey, I'm giving him 10. I'm giving him 10.
Salute, CL. Who is this that just was talking bad about Jokic? Okay.
Who, me?
Not you, CL. Who was this young man name to talk bad
about? Mad about who?
You was just talking about the good play, the great player of the NBA. Well, why are you talking about him like that? Okay. He don't care. He's from another country. He doesn't care about stuff.
Giannis from another country too, but he cares.
Well,
Like, what are we doing?
Giannis can be a little goofy sometimes. Okay, we all know he can be goofy.
A little goofy.
Okay, he could be he could be majority goofy a lot of the time.
Yes.
Okay, but I'm talking
he's
about
goofy.
on the court though. Like Giannis is not goofy on the court, or he not taking winning a championship for granted. Like
I don't
these
think
dudes
he's
did.
taking it for granted, but it's just that he's from another culture. He probably did just want to go. He probably don't live here. He live overseas, so you got to think he just want to go home and just.
Okay, I understand that, but like if he gonna act like that, then just go play overseas. Like you know what I mean?
Hey,
Overseas players that's in the NBA that don't act like that.
Okay, he was. Nobody expected him to be this good. The man was the second round draft pick now.
Y'all be giving these players excuses, man.
I don't give no. Do I ever get do I ever get Joel Embiid an excuse? No.
No, I'm with you, bro. That this Jokic love. I mean, he's a tremendous player, but he's a franchise player. He's an MVP. But is he going to be dominating the decade? No, that's not happening, man. Jesus, the Denver Nuggets. I can't wait to play these clowns. Man,
you gotta want to dominate, bro. I don't look
right,
at
man.
Jokic as the type of player that want to dominate like a Shaq for 10 years like that, bro. Like I say, he want to go home after one championship, bro. Get out of here, bro. Like you won your one championship. Go home,
that's
bro.
Just for the off season. He gonna be back. That's just for the off season.
Hey Tiff, you know what make Jokic a little nervous and that heart beating real hard? He got to defend Anthony Davis in the post in a playoff series. And he got to go on the other hand. Anthony Davis defend him. I want to see that. I want to see Jokic actually defend somebody as an all-time great center, and see how he comes out afterwards. That's what I want to see.
He was defending. Hey, bro, CL, salute everybody on the panel too. What's up, bro? You know, after that game one, Jokic did a pretty decent job of defending Davis. If you watched it, I watched it. He did a decent job of defending Davis. He wasn't just not playing defense the whole series. He did a pretty decent job.
How many touches was Anthony Davis getting, in your opinion?
He got enough. He got enough touches every game to score at least 25 points. Every single game, every 1, 2, 3, 4, he got enough touches to score at least 25 points every game.
Okay, how many touches total you think he was getting in those games?
What you mean total? I
mean, like in the post, play.
I was saying totally in total in each game, he touched the ball enough to score at least 25 points every game.
I ain't talking about touching the ball, brother. I'm talking about in the places where he can actually score. I ain't talking about on the top of the key or.
You talking about him getting the ball and creating his own shot, or somebody feeding him the ball?
Yeah, both.
Oh, it's enough. He get it enough. He get it enough. I don't know how many exactly, but as I said, it goes back. The question you asking is really the same question, Sierra. It goes back to my first answer. He had enough touches and enough time where he had the ball to score at least 25 points every game. I'm talking about the Western Conference Finals.
But I think
go ahead.
I often say I think we talking about two different responsibilities though. Like Anthony Davis didn't have the luxury of having another big, that can like Aaron Gordon, go give me 10 rebounds, go do this, go do that, right? Anthony Davis didn't have that luxury, bro. Anthony Davis had the rebound, he had to defend Jokic, and then he had to try to come down on offense while he's tired and try to get 25. Nah, bro, we can't do that, bro.
Well, no, that's fair. I mean,
we
but
can't
still,
do that, bro.
CL asked, how many times did he touch the ball?
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah, and I'm just saying it was enough chances for him to score at least 25 points every game. Game 1, 2, 3, and 4. Because the first game he scored 40 points. It was a good game, but they lost that one. We know they got swept, but I'm just saying every game he could at least had 25 points.
Okay, yeah, I understand that. Yeah, I got you.
Yeah,
How much did he average in that series? How much did he average in that series?
Hey, he averaged 28 points a game in that series, bro. Don't make me come back and walk from my kitchen.
He averaged.
Don't make me come back to my kitchen and work no lies no more. All right, stop the cap. He had 40 points the first game, 28 the second game. So stop the cap.
What about the third and fourth?
Hey, what about your lie? I'm gonna go back to cooking.
I didn't lie about AD. What you talking about?
You just
I
lied,
didn't
bro.
lie. No, I
That's why
didn't.
came
Ain't
back to
nobody
the
up here.
kitchen, bro. 'Cause
Nobody
you
on
just
the
lied,
panel
bro.
said. Nobody on the
You said,
panel think I lied.
did you just say that he could at least average 25 points
That's not what I said. That is
or
not
at
what I
least
said.
add 25 points in the other games? Is that what
That
you
is
say?
not what I said.
What you say, nigga? What you say?
CL asked the question. His nigga hard. CL asked the question. He said, "How many times?" Because I said, I think it was talking about Jokic, and I said, Jokic played. They were talking about his defense. Somebody was like, his defense or something. He don't really something. But I was basically saying, Jokic after the first game, he played solid defense the rest of that series, and then I think CL asked me how many touches did AD get, or did he get enough touches? And I said my response was he got enough touches to score at least 25. He had enough touches every game, whether it was creating his own shot or getting fed the ball to score at least 25 points every game. That's how the
Hey,
conversation went.
what? Okay, so for the first two games, what did he score the next two games, sir?
I gotta check. But I know it wasn't no
No,
more
you
than
got
I
to
know it
check
wasn't no
because
more than 20. I
we
gotta
got
go
you.
check.
Hey, you got
I
to
gotta check.
check, right? Because you said that he got the ball enough to score at least 25 points. He averaged over 25 points per game in that series, right? We both know that he scored over 25 points in the first two games. So just to see if your statement is a 50-50 cap or 100% cap, see what he looked up the other two.
How many shot attempts? Let's ask that question. How many shot attempts did he get in all four of those games? All right, if you could look that up, if you get a chance, bro, or whoever.
I just want to know because I think in the last game, I forgot what he had the last game. It was 20 something. I know it was 20 something.
Y'all still there,
Yeah,
Tiffany?
I'm still here. I mean, y'all making this all about Denver, and you should not be making
Yeah,
this all
man.
about Denver.
We was waiting
I
on
mean, it's not
information.
though.
But y'all keep talking about because I feel there's other teams in the West. Like who say what you would face Denver? What if it was the Suns or somebody? I'm just saying, like
I,
there's
I
other
like I
teams
like
out.
The last three games he had 18, 28, and 21.
Okay.
18,
You mean
28,
hold on?
21
Okay.
shot attempts.
So two out of
Okay.
the four. So two out of the four. So your statement was 50% cap. Okay, go ahead.
So
How
so,
was
so
it
my
cap? And he
question.
asked me, hold on. How was it cap? And he asked me a question.
Because he gave
Okay.
you two of the games that you asked for. So it's
No,
50%.
no. But what did I say that was cap? I just made a statement. I never said AD didn't do this or he didn't do that. CL asked the question. I said,
I don't know,
AD.
John Wick. I heard do it don't, man. Don't be lying to me, bro.
Nah, I don't know. You got to rewind that back, bro. I don't know what you heard.
Hey,
I
hey,
don't know
John Wick,
what you
I
heard,
got a
bro.
couple. I got a couple of questions, brother.
What's
Well,
good,
first of
CL?
all, how many shots do you think a number one should get a game?
In the
Whew.
playoffs,
However many they honestly, bro. However, the most shots, like how many? I would say the most, depending on I guess the situation in the game and who they playing. But the best player should always get the most shots, whether it's 20 plus, whether it's 25 plus, 30 plus. I mean, the best player should always get the most shots.
how many
So next,
times do you think Anthony Davis had over 20 shot attempts in these
I can
playoffs?
let me ask you. Hold on, I can answer that question. Give me 1 second.
No, I got the answer. I just want to know your guess. I'm looking
What's
at
the
it right
question
now.
again? What's the question?
How many times did Anthony Davis have 20 or more shot attempts in these playoffs?
I would say less than 5.
That's close. What about you,
What?
John Wick?
Probably about I don't know. Probably about 5.
Tiffany?
What is the question? Because you've been so loud, I didn't hear you.
How many times did Anthony Davis have 20 or more shot attempts in the playoffs?
I'm gonna go with 7.
Okay. CL?
um, I say 9.
It's
Oh
3.
no,
That's why I
It's
say
3,
3.
less than
y'all.
5, bro. What y'all
It's
doing?
3. Anthony Davis field goal attempts, these playoffs, 3 rounds. He had a 24. He was 11 for 24 in game 3 against Memphis in the W. He was 14 to 23 in game 5 in the loss to Memphis. Then his third one was game 1 of the Western Conference Finals when he had 40 in a loss 14 out of 23.
Wow, and that's see now
So,
that just sums it up right there.
that's
Every
sad.
game he playing, he should get 20 shots. Every game. That's sad, man.
That's all we were
Wow.
saying, bro. That's all we were saying, bro. And that puts it into perspective that if he like everybody who says he's a number one, name me another number one option who shot attempts or as inconsistent as his because of the responsibilities that he's asked to do and not be the number one offensive scoring option. Come on, man. Y'all know
Yeah,
I
I would
do
say
this, man.
nobody. I know.
What up, Craig, man?
Yeah, that's why I said the responsibilities are different.
Yeah, you gotta they gotta change significantly next year. That should be your game plan every game to give Anthony Davis 20 shots.
Hold on, so y'all don't think LeBron took a step back? I clearly seen that throughout the playoffs and throughout
No, you take no
after.
step back. No, he was
I
hurt.
disagree. I disagree.
Well, all right.
Now
I
he
was
kind of did what
I
it
definitely,
is.
I definitely seen Bron take a step back after like that second half of the season, and letting
no.
and letting like the role players and AD do their thing. I seen LeBron take a step back. So whoever said that, now that's cap.
Now, John Wick, was he hurt or not?
Who hurt?
I guess
LeBron
I'm
James.
LeBron James.
No, Bron was playing. I'm talking about he missed. He took the thing off. Then he got hurt with his foot during that Dallas thing, during the Dallas game. And was he out after that? I think he might have been out after that.
Bro, you know he missed 20 games after the All-Star break.
Yeah, 20 games. I don't care. I still said he took a step
That's
back.
the same game
John
I was
Wick.
telling y'all about.
I don't agree with what y'all
That's the
saying.
same Dallas game that I was telling y'all about that AD closed and he won.
I mean,
same game, y'all. Y'all go back and take a look at that game. AD closed the stuff out that game.
yeah, he closed that game. Yeah, he did.
Ridiculous. He closed a lot of games this year. He just don't get credit for it.
The sentiment around LeBron James is so negative. He can't even say he hurt because when he say he hurt, he faking. I don't know. I still to all the LeBron haters. Why does LeBron James got to fake injuries? I don't understand the dynamic of it. Why would he fake an injury? Who is that benefiting?
Who said it was
Yeah,
fake? Yeah.
oh, you know the haters always saying he faking injuries.
Yeah, it's the weirdos. Yeah,
The weirdos, man. Yeah.
I call them weirdos.
Well, but then when he plays, he's supposed to be a stat patter, okay, but he fakes injuries. Huh?
Tiffany.
I am here. God, you're gonna keep yelling my name.
Are you interested in Christian Wood like your Celtics are?
First of all, I've been looking for your reports. I didn't find anything. Okay.
Hey, they out there because when I was looking at
yeah.
mine,
Where
I
did
seen
you find
yours.
this one? It was also a fake report that James Harden won't go to the Celtics, which I know that's a lie. So yeah, I want to see these reports.
Hey, I'm saying they said that the Celtics was interested too.
Yeah. I didn't see.
Hey, Art.
I went on every Boston Celtics site and stop these lying. Okay.
What's
you
up?
telling lies, people.
That's why I was confused at. Before, you remember when that stretch AD had before he got injured and Bron got injured, and around the time AD dropped that 55 and that 44 piece like on when he scored 44.
Yeah, we had them 2 weeks where he was just
he went off. Even then, Bron took a step back. He wasn't just jacking shots.
Well, see, let me clarify the step back thing, right?
Yeah.
The number one options, right? This year, when the LeBron and AD plays together, everybody know Bron is the number one option. He gets to take the shots he want to take all the time. He's going to make sure he gets his 18 or 20 shots attempts a game. When it's a game to be closed out, he's going to be the one to do it, right? All these high upper level things are like number one options. Best player on your team, you're a superstar on your team, right? LeBron has had that luxury this whole time. Even to the point of when he fails, his other teammates are blamed. Now, what I want is for Anthony Davis to be looked at as the number one option and enforced as the number one option, even to the point where if he's the ones closing out games, like I give you an example before I go back to cooking. The Denver series, we all agree that was like Joker versus LeBron, like all the media, all the hype around it, like the matchups, right? But it really should have been Joker versus Embiid, and Anthony Davis, if that was his team, if he was the number one option, like he's finna be this year, I mean, he would have went out with him. He would have lived and died with him, like we lived and died with Brian. We gotta live and die with dude because he our best player. As
Why
much
did
as
you say?
fans of LeBron James as we are, we have to live and die with our best players, just like any other team does.
That's a
Right.
fact.
Yeah, well, yeah, I give you that. Yeah, I
But
give
why
you
are you
that.
saying B?
Yeah, you did say Embiid.
Yeah,
When did
because
I say?
Embiid,
I said AD. I didn't
No,
say
he
you
him.
did
did
say
say
Embiid, bro.
You
Embiid
said
by
Embiid.
mistake. I was like
Well, hey, well, my
Embiid.
fault.
I about to say, when is he ever gonna see Embiid? It's only on a regular season game because he ain't gonna be in no Eastern Conference Finals or the finals
I
of the
think my
season.
microphone was off. I said AD.
Now, Art, would you rather like do you also want AD to be like, give me the damn ball, like even to
Well, that,
Braun,
but
whoever
that,
got
but
the
that's
ball?
already happened, and that's already happening. So I don't have to want
No.
that.
Do you want to see it more? Not every now and then, more.
Uh, actually, I don't because I want it to be a smooth process. So I want it to happen without him even having to ask for it because that's what a number one option does. That's what a number one option has at his disposal. The comfort level and not even have to beg for the ball because he's your number one option. That's what I never understood about people who be like Anthony Davis should call for the ball all the time. He does it right when he's open and when he wants the ball. He gets it most of the time too, right? But a number one option is that's the kind of flow that a number one option has, where like nigga, I put my hand up, boom, and back on the ball. 5 times in a row, I want the ball. I get the ball 5 times in a row. A lot of people ain't doing that for the second option.
See, if Braun healthy, man, I want to see Braun older. Like this ain't 2020 anymore, but like I remember when it was like Braun, AD, like AD had the most out of 2020. He was taking the most shots throughout the game, but it was still like both of those dudes was consistent with each other every night. If he had 28, he probably had 24. Or if he had 35, he probably had 28. Like, I want them to get back to consistently being good on nightly basis together. And not like AD got 40 points, then Braun got 20 points. Like, I wanted to get back to where they're both like killing, but you know what I'm saying? Of course, AD's still number one option. Because I that's what I didn't see though throughout the that time. Like it's like one night AD would be on, next night Braun off, then this night he on, he off. I just want to see that consistency how they was once upon a time. But hey,
And I think we will see that with 2 healthy seasons from both of them, bro. I think that's on the way.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think
that's John Wick. That's why I got that bet going on with someone. Yeah, healthy season,
I mean,
60 games.
I'm gonna buy me. Hey, I'm gonna buy all the Dunkin' Donuts I can with that $50.
I sure will too when I win my money.
wow.
Hey, yeah, we bet 60 games.
I,
DJ. Anthony Davis gonna play 60 or more games.
you see what Tyson just asked, Art? That's a good question.
Hold on, I gotta come back to the computer. What do he say? What up, Tyson, man? It's up a little bit. Some Kevin Durant dude on her typing up a storm. Who else?
Tyson, there you go, right there.
Hey, AD, is AD a number one option on the championship team? Hell yeah. What? Yes, most definitely. Because if you have a championship team around Anthony Davis, we've seen what happened when we have a championship team around Anthony Davis. He won a championship.
Yeah, I also think that's a coaching philosophy too, as far as like what John was saying about them being consistent. Like Frank Vogel was able to, like, even though LeBron was getting his like 28, whatever, AD was still getting his 27 and his 12. Like, it's a coaching philosophy, bro. Like, so with Darvin, we know what Darvin runs with, 4 out, 1 in, and like I hope he adjusts that this season because like I do want to see Anthony Davis involved more in the offense because like we shouldn't have a player like that getting less than 18 to 20 shot attempts, bro. That just shouldn't happen, bro.
Yeah,
Hey
we
man,
gotta.
we seen Brian average 15 shots a game, man, and still scored 29 points a game.
I mean, but AD, everybody ain't LeBron, bro. So it's like, with AD, it's a little different. You got to force him the ball a little bit, get him in pick and roll action, pick and pop action, rim running action, back screens. Like, like you got to implement him like that. Like with LeBron, there's nothing to really implement. He gonna get his anyway. However, so I mean, like I say, with Darvin, his coaching philosophy is so idiotic, man. Like, so I hope he adjusts, and I hope he starts Jack. I hope we sign another big man. That's the first thing, so he can start Jackson Hayes. Like that, I think that will facilitate Jackson Hayes starting if we sign another big.
So
So
that's why I
that
don't understand. If you get Christian Wood and don't got to pay for nothing, why wouldn't? If you just had to pay minimum, he'll come from minimum. Why wouldn't you sign him? Like you ain't got to really give him nothing because it's a
I mean,
proved deal.
that's fine. I'm still starting Jackson Hayes regardless.
No,
Well,
I'm
So,
saying you still. No, I'm talking about just signing him. I ain't saying who got to start. I'm just
oh,
saying
okay,
I don't
okay,
see
good, yeah,
nothing wrong. If
yeah,
you ain't got to pay him anything or trade for him, and he looking for a job just to prove himself, I would take it.
yeah. I definitely would too. 2.6 mil, sign me up.
Because nobody else are here trying to get him. So
I mean, it would be beneficial for him to come to LA. It would be beneficial. So,
Yeah, we
because I
need to
think
see.
he can get his reputation back. Like playing under a championship team, playing team ball, philosophy, all that. So he can earn a reputation and then get paid off that.
yeah, exactly. I don't like you. I don't read all of that. He saw a troublemaker in the locker room. I read into it, but how people just go overboard with the stuff.
I mean, like if you on 7 teams in 8 years, or that's a
Well,
lot of
he
teams.
was
So like some,
undrafted, wasn't he?
I mean, yeah, Boston Reeves was undrafted too. It's been a lot of undrafted players, but 7 teams in 8 years, that's a
Like
lot.
I'm not. I
So
would never. The Rockets, they were a hot mess when he was on there. So, and they was no leadership. I'm not gonna.
I mean, it's still up to him though. Like even with lack of leadership, you just do what you got to do. So it's something with him. We don't know the full story, but I mean, it's got to be something to be on 7 teams in 8 years. Like something got to be going on.
Got to see an improvement from Ham. Everybody like Ham, bro. Ham Hawks. That's a nickname for me.
Yeah, he got
Ham
to keep
Hawks
it.
need to.
Yeah,
He
where you coming from? Coming up in here.
his coaching schemes, bro, in that Denver series got exposed.
Definitely, that's a
His
fact.
stubbornness got
yep.
exposed too.
Oh,
I
D
don't I don't
Bonner.
the situation, it was bigger than D'Lo, even though D'Lo was a big uh what I'm saying, reason why they lost that series. But outside of D'Lo, what I'm saying, and a couple of games, Braun might have jacked some threes and cost the game or whatever. But
or whatever. Hey, hold on real quick. Hold on real quick, man. Shout out to D Bonner, man, for the $5 super chat, man. He said, "What up, Art and everybody, man? My first and only donation of the day, bro. I definitely appreciate you, D Bonner, bro. You a real one, man. I definitely appreciate you, man. Real talk, man. Shout out to D Bonner, man. The first general. It's cracking, G. What up, Joe Snow? You need Nico. What's good with it? He said hi from PR. I don't know what PR is. John Wick, your mic is tweaking. Mike, mute your mic real quick. Your mic is horrible. Anybody know what PR is?
What is that?
Public relations.
Puerto Rico?
No, yeah, I was say Puerto Rico, sir.
It,
That's
it
He
what
might be
say
Puerto
public
Rico.
it's
relations.
Puerto Rico, man. Y'all don't see the
Puerto
flag, man?
Rico.
What
That's the
flag?
flag.
Oh,
That's the Puerto Rican flag.
Oh,
Oh,
is it? You got me on that one, bro. I ain't know. But shout out for Puerto Rico, man. We beating the sleeves off of y'all tonight in a FIBA World Cup. Now what? No, I'm just playing. What up, Joe?
Yeah, yeah.
We got smoke tonight. Keep buying in the building, man. Hey, man. Craig, not Craig. I'm gonna call him Craig Mack. James Mack, what's good with it, man? Not there. Not there. All
You
Yeah.
right.
got these dudes. Do
Hello.
you? Hey, all right. You still? Why these dudes talking about they still want AD at center? I'm trying to figure out that.
Because it worked. And these are the people who are hating AD the same breath, but then use the same argument that it worked because it did. So and they know that was that was as close to resembling us winning after the trade deadline that there was, right? So they want to resort back to us winning. Well, we trying to prove to people that there's other options as well. You know what I'm saying?
That's my thing. We also seen AD win with a center. Like I personally don't want to see AD at center, but hey, we seen him dominate. We seen the team dominate when he played next to a center and he on the perimeter or he roaming. You know what I'm saying? Or every now and then you put him at center, but Lakers gonna need that energy preserved for dude down the stretch. When it's time to close,
But
all right now.
What it's really about, like just that aspect, bro, it's really just about like winning a rebounding battle every game, making sure, you know what I'm saying, we're not outsized every night, making sure that, you know what I'm saying, 80 ain't the only center on the whole court the whole damn game. It's little things like that. So it's not that big of a deal, to be honest with you. You know what I'm saying? Niggas be tweaking. What up, Africa?
Yo, what up, Big Art?
Oh my goodness, young Africa.
Yeah. Hey, what up? Shout out to my number one hater, man. You know,
Your
First Lady
haters?
Tiffany. Yeah,
Excuse me,
yeah.
I've
You
been
know,
one
so.
of your supporters in your debate.
Oh, really?
Don't do this, young
Okay.
Africa. I've been voting for you.
Oh, you switched up? Okay. Yeah. Once you saw them dubs, you gotta ride with the winning squad, Tiffany.
Yeah,
I know what it is, man. It's all love though. But you know, Art, I pulled up, you know, I've been listening last 5 minutes. I've been hearing about Jackson Hayes starting, man. What I just heard about Anthony Davis, bro, like gotta be a guy that can't play the center too much. Gotta have a guy that bangs down low, let him roam, hey. We just gave this man the bag. We talked about this just a day or two ago.
He doesn't have to.
We just no. Look,
Jesus Christ.
I understand that, but no. Hey, let me get it off.
Tell me how y'all
you know
feel
where I'm
about
going.
this nigga, bro. That shit gay, bro.
Hey, man, hold up. Let me get it off, though, man. You know what it is, man. I'm holding this man accountable. I'm holding this man to what a star is meant to be, a cornerstone franchise player for the future. A guy that's meant to carry the Lakers to championships, right? Plural, right? And so if he's that guy, if you look at Anthony Davis' career, right? These are facts, right? Not feelings, not opinions, facts. For his career, the man 50-50 split playing power forward and center for his whole career, bro. In his career in the Pelicans, he played more center than power forward. If you look at the stats at in the playoffs, his center minutes go way up in the playoffs. Why? Because at the 5, being such a versatile player, being a player that can switch out in the pick and roll, his value is increased at the center position, right? He becomes one of the best defenders at the center position, right? And so
nobody's arguing that.
That's why. No. So what I'm saying is, I don't want to hear no excuses, man. If Jokic can play 40 minutes a game and average. You ain't even gonna let me get it off.
Stop, bro.
You ain't even gonna let me get it off, bro.
Yeah, I'm not.
You that salty, bro. No. Hold on. You letting these brothers talk about. You letting these brothers talk about Jackson Hayes needs to start, but
you know what I'm saying, bro? Chill, bro. You gotta learn how to.
Nah, I ain't say. I didn't say
everybody. When I say chill, I mean everybody chill.
Come on, bro. You doing me now?
Please,
I can't even get it off though. Come on.
Nah, okay, bro. You can find somewhere else to go get that cap off.
Hey, all I said was facts, though. What cap?
So when I want to stop somebody from capping, guess what I do, Africa?
All I said was facts, though.
You know what? You know what else I do when I ask a nigga to let me get off? Nigga, you go to the backstage, nigga. That's what happens. Now, niggas like to come over here and run their mouth and tell me they fucking feelings about dude, right? But if you're going to come up here and cap, expect your cap to get capped back, nigga. Expect your cap to be questioned. Expect your cap. I'm not gonna let you talk for 50 minutes about cap, nigga, about how you feel about a nigga. I'm not. So if we can have a normal conversation where your point is addressed by people and you ain't gotta make up scenarios to argue, then what are we doing? Don't make up shit just to argue over here, bro. Stop. You made up a point just to argue your own goddamn point.
Bruh. You didn't even let me get it off though. So what we doing? How we gonna have a conversation if I can't get it off though? Like, what we doing, man?
Hey, you know what? You have a conversation by making a point and quickly explaining your point and letting somebody else talk to you.
Bro, I listen
follow
to
that format for me, pimping.
I listened to a brother talk for 5 minutes about Jackson Hayes starting at the center position. He can get it off, but I can't get it off.
Yeah.
Yo, what we doing, Art? Yeah. Hey, if you got problems, just let it be known, bro. I'll be on my way, bro.
Young Africa, come on.
What I stated was facts.
Probably because it was a good take.
Young Africa, calm down, man.
Hey, I don't need to calm nothing down, bro.
Hold on, real quick.
Oh Lord,
real quick. That wasn't me that said.
Like I said, when I want to cut a nigga off, that nigga's cut off.
Hello,
If
but I
they feel
never
like a
said
nigga
Jackson
strapped into the
Hayes.
point where I'm
Hey,
finna
what was the
cut out his
cap, bro?
cap,
Hey, what was the
get
cap?
cut
Address
off.
the
If
cap.
you don't
What did I
like
Hold
it,
on.
it is what it is, nigga.
Bro,
Hey, you know,
bro,
and I
evidently
never
you don't
said.
like it,
Hold
bro.
on,
I didn't
hold
even
on.
get to finish.
I
Hey, this
never
is what I
said
do, though,
Jackson
man.
Hayes should start at the center. I said that first of all, AD
Bruh.
said he don't want to play. AD don't want to play center. He's
See
been saying
now,
this for
see,
2 years
and,
now.
see now, I'm finna interrupt that again because that's also cap. I can
That's
sit
not.
up here and
I
interrupt
remember
cap all
AD
day
said
because
that.
his exact statement was that he wants to play the 4. He don't want to play the 5 the whole time. He's fine with playing the split. He's been fine with playing the center for 3 years now.
I never said that. I just said he don't
So
want
why?
to play
So
the
why
center,
would you
which
say
you
that all
said.
of a sudden now he just don't want to play bad? He don't want to play center at all. He don't. But see, y'all.
I never said at all. I never said at all. I said he don't want to play center. He don't. That's what he said. Those are AD words, not mine.
Can you finish his statement though, my nigga?
That's it.
Finish
That's
the
all I was
statement,
saying.
John
You gotta
Wick.
let me finish. That was a quick statement.
No, you were done. Now I'm asking you to finish the statement. Right? Anthony Davis said, I don't want to play center plus. Right? Keep going.
No, he was just saying that he felt like
No,
he said his words were that they would do better on the perimeter if they had a center and he was at power forward, and it would give them much more help on the wing. Those were his words. He said, and then a few months after that.
His exact words, John Wick, even when he came here, I don't mind playing the 5. I prefer to play the 4 because I'm a power forward. But if they ask me to play 5, I will.
Yeah, but that's not the statement I'm talking about. This was a post game.
That's been his
This
statement
was
the
a
whole
post game
time.
press conference. No,
How
this
you
was a
gonna
post
make
game.
stuff up? How you gonna make stuff up when he tell you that every time? Bro?
He had on the long.
Every time somebody asks about it, bro, he says, "Hey, I prefer to play the 4, but I play the 5." But I would, but even in the discussions to begin this offseason between Rob Pelinka and Darvin Ham, it's to move him to the 4, not the whole time. It's 50-50. So stop acting like the nigga's never going to play center again and he's soft because he don't want to play center no more.
Who said that? Nigga. I didn't say that. Who said that?
You just said that, nigga. That's how you act.
He did say it. You just said what I said he said.
Young Africa, can I ask you a question? Is she still on there? Young
Or
Africa?
you just repeat what I said.
Go ahead, man. What's up, man?
So, Mr. Africa, you want AD to be the equivalent of Jokic, right?
Not really the equivalent. I was just more talking. I didn't really even get to finish it off. I'm kind of confused as to what I capped about Big R. I don't feel like I capped about.
Wait, Young Africa. I'm asking you a question, brother. I'm asking.
No. I'm just talking about the minutes, bro. If Jokic, right, an unathletic Euro player, right, can play 42 minutes a game in a playoff series, I expect AD to get it done, bro. Both sides of the ball. That's what I expect, bro. That's what I expect.
So AD don't get it done both sides of the ball. Jokic do.
Mm-hmm.
So Jokic is a good defensive player.
Jokic can no.
You said you said both sides of the ball. So Jokic is a good defensive player.
Bro, hey, first off, he was actually
I'm asking you a question.
Defensive player. He was a solid defensive player in the playoffs.
No, he wasn't.
If you watched,
He was solid. He was not solid.
No. Hey, see. Can I answer the question, bro? No. Hold on.
Young Africa.
Can I answer the question?
Young Africa. We got brain cells on this panel. We got brain cells on this panel. All this histrionics you doing, that's for the other panels. I'm asking you a question.
Hold up. Obviously, AD is a bit better two-way player than Jokic, bro. Let's not act ridiculous.
Okay.
Y'all trying to defend this man's honor?
So why did you say Joker was like on both sides of the ball?
But Jokic was otherworldly all playoffs.
Finish the
every
question,
game.
bro. Look, Jokic rebounds at a high level. That's part of defense, right? He improved his defense from below average to average, and that was solid enough to win a championship, right? That was a part of why they were successful. But what I'm saying is this: Jokic playing 42 minutes a game, carrying the offensive load of his team. See, the usage and what you do on the court in terms of impact matters. When you play 42 minutes a game and you're carrying the offense of your team, that's equivalent to what AD does both sides of the ball, bro. Really, it does. 30-point triple-double for the whole playoffs, averaging 40 minutes a game. That's the context. I'm talking about the usage and the load that you carry no matter what you do on a basketball court, right? So if you understand that, and Jokic, who is not an athletic player, can get it done for 40
He got a
into the
point.
game. I expect AD, you just got a bag that is worth the guy that makes that shit happen in the playoffs.
Option,
I expect
correct?
that to
Right.
happen.
That's what I was about to say. Mr. Africa. Mr. Africa.
Hey, hold on, CM. Hold on, CM.
Okay, go ahead.
Bro, he don't have a point because he's giving him a number one option duties. Talk about triple doubles and stuff, knowing that's not Anthony Davis' game, knowing that the Nuggets run the ball, offensively facilitate.
That's not what he said, Art. That's not what he said.
You know what, y'all some hoes. I swear to God, y'all acting
What?
like
Oh, now we hoes, bro. Now that's what it is, bro. We defending this man on and now we hoes.
And stop talking when I'm talking, nigga.
Come on, man.
And stop talking when I'm talking, nigga. Stop caping for this nigga because you agree with him. I said what he just said, nigga, and tell me I didn't. He just said that, bro. Joker was getting triple doubles and all of this other stuff. He
No,
just
I did.
that shit.
No, I did say that.
He
but
said,
I also said
Jokic is a two-way player. Ain't nobody in
that I didn't say.
No, he's not.
No,
the
not only thing I agree with.
Young Africa said it. Young Africa said he's a two-way player.
Yeah.
I did not say that, bro. I did not say that.
You did. You lied, man. Yes, you did. Okay.
I said he rebounds at a high level and he plays solid.
No, you didn't. You said he was a two-way player.
No, I did not, bro. You're capping. What did I say about the offensive load? What did I say about all players that carry a load in the game and the impact of the game? You didn't hear that part. You want to just cherry pick what I'm talking about, bro?
What I said and what I agreed. The only part I agreed on was Art.
It's clear the load that you carry and the impact that has on your team, bro. Playing 40 minutes a game, you play 42 minutes a game in a certain series in the playoffs. That's what I was saying, bro. You want to finesse
Young Africa. I got one more question for you.
What you doing, man?
I want to address that
said
part.
both sides of the ball. Why did I say
that?
Man?
Why does him playing 3 more minutes than Anthony Davis in the playoffs? Why does that matter? Especially when he's the only big on the court and you have to try to get this nigga some kind of rest. Why does 3 minutes? Why is 3 minutes more so impressive to you when their team is so well constructed and have good enough pieces for him to actually play 42 minutes a game? Like they didn't rest him for 2 weeks before the season, enabling him to play 42 minutes a game.
What?
Also got a point there, though.
The 2 weeks of rest at the end of the season is what allowed him to play 42 minutes a game, bro. That's what we're doing right now,
bro. So so Africa, so you're gonna act dumb and act like the Lakers with Anthony Davis wasn't playing playoff basketball since February. After Obama got hurt, Anthony Davis was the only big on the roster, my guy. Consider that wear and tear, right? And he still gave you 38 point something minutes per game in the playoffs. So why are you trying to make the point about Joker playing 41 minutes a game in the fucking playoffs? Why does that even matter, bro?
It does matter because Jokic played 70 games last season, right? Anthony Davis played 56 games, right? Anthony Davis averaged 34 minutes a game in the regular season. So that ain't no high usage, even if you was playing hard at the end of the season. That ain't no high usage, high numbers, right? And what I was talking about when I was talking about the triple.
So did you just say it wasn't no high usage and high numbers? When LeBron
no, it wasn't like a high. It wasn't a high workload when you're talking about 34 minutes a game. That ain't no tire you out type minutes,
bro. Africa, you full of shit, bro. I thought better of you.
Jokic ain't played nobody. Jokic ain't played no defense. He ain't played no defense.
Telling me? Just get emotional, man. Stop the emotion. Crazy, right?
It was basketball talk, man.
Bruh, I was stating facts. Niggas getting emotional over the facts. That's on you, nigga. The fuck? That's on you. That's on niggas that feel